Yeah.
I love that song so much.
So good. Yeah, we're just gonna let this go through for a bit because this song is so good. Yeah. All right, and welcome to the KK 2026 NFL Draft Special, brought to you by Football After Hours in partnership with What's the Scoop. First off, I just want to say a few thank yous. Kenny was super helpful in getting this set up. A lot of meetings, a lot of conversations, just a lot. I was up until about midnight last night talking to him, talking to our boy Scoop, who's in Pittsburgh currently, trying to get this all set up. I spent the entire day with this Yeti Blue mic trying to get it set up, and it was hell. So I thank my friend across the street, you know who you are, for getting this to me for these 2 days, and then my mom for driving me to Fred Meyer, which is basically your stop and shop, 30 minutes before the show
Yeah.
to get all this gear, get everything set up. And then obviously Brandon and Shane as well. The amount of communication and the amount of planning that has caught into doing this today and then doing tomorrow has been absolutely ridiculous. So I thank you guys for your effort, your time. I thank everyone here listening. And of course, shout out to Kenny. And then, of course, shout out to Patrick Lion Coffee, our presenting sponsor for our 2 days of draft coverage. Go get your coffee. HawaiianCoffeeCompany.com. I'm still running through the vanilla macadamian right now. It is fantastic. It is delicious. It has kept me going through all this stress of moving 1,000 miles an hour. And then obviously, Brandon, welcome. You got your Eagles hat on. I said support your teams today. This is the right day. How are you feeling, man? 2 months of prep, over 2 months of prep. We've been prepping for this combine week is when we first started prepping this, and there was so much going on. How do you feel about being here today and joining me with this? And Shane's going to join us in about an hour and a half.
It feels good. Like I was telling you yesterday, that yeah, the Super Bowl is the Super Bowl, but to me, this is like our Super Bowl for the show, more or less. This is the day that's like, we figure out, hey, who's going to be the next faces of our franchise? Who's going to be the next guy that, we look at in, 15 years and go, oh yeah, Hall of Famer. So it's really interesting, but it feels good. It's anytime I can consume more football, I will.
Yeah.
So I'll take it. This is a great feeling. I think it's great just to be doing this for a few hours. Just to kind of sit back and watch it all unfold, and all the mock drafts that we make go out the window because they all just.
Right.
It's like this is almost like for a football fan. This is your March Madness, where it's like you can make as many mocks as you want. It's not going to be a perfect first round. It's not like I don't think anybody has a perfect spot on mock draft where every pick is correct. So
Oh, no way. It's really hard to
so
even get 20 to 21 of them correct.
I'll like I said, I don't know how Adam and I did it one year where we didn't get the correct spots, but we got the correct teams, and we got like 15 out of 32 right or something like that.
Yeah,
In
just
in round
unbelievable,
one.
man. Just unbelievable. Yeah, this is a crazy day, man. I still can't get over that this mic got set up like 2 minutes before we came on air. This is how last minute this was to get done.
Yeah.
Scoop, obviously, check out What's the Scoop by K&K on Instagram. He's been going crazy, posting stuff. He's there on location right now. He will message me throughout the day. In fact, I need to get my phone charger. the one thing I didn't get because he's gonna be messaging me directly and us directly, so they'll keep us up to date. First things first, though, housekeeping notes, because this is normally Scoop's slot. I asked him if he could take a half an hour or we can take his half an hour to do this. Very graciously gave us it. But it's also the 1-year anniversary of you and Scoop getting together to do What's the Scoop. So I wanted to take a few moments for you to talk about what that experience has been like with Scoop. And obviously he isn't here, but I figure just to share some words about the impact he's had in terms of What's the Scoop. Since this is his slot, I feel like this is the right time to do it before we get started.
Yeah, you know what? What's the Scoop originally was his baby, but he had told me for I think it was about a couple months before.
Last thing, I am eating an egg sandwich. We will be eating. We will be snacking. This is a long ass show. Leave me alone. Okay, move on.
So for a couple months, I think before I came on, Scoop had asked me, or he was just talking to me. He's like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about having another co-host, or not co-host. He was just saying, oh, do you want to come on the show?" And I was like, "Okay, well, I already do the football stuff with you guys. I'll come on just as a guest, maybe a couple times, whatever, and just kind of, shoot the shit more or less, have fun with it." And we quickly found out after about 2 shows, like Scoop even texted me and he was like, I knew pretty much 2 shows in that you were, or pretty much after the first show, because the first show went way longer than it was supposed to, which it always does for our pods, but and our streams and whatnot. But he was like, "Yeah, I knew right away that you were the perfect fit to be a co-host." And since then, the energy has kind of picked up on the show, because before it was just him. It was just him and like a rotating, revolving door of people that were co-hosting with him. And until I came, he was like, it was kind of just like the energy was different from show to show based on different people. It was kind of, weird, but but it also helps when you've also, then there's Scoop. It also helps that that Scoop and I knew each other from school. So, and we had been like in and out of contact for a couple years. So it really did, help that we kind of, knew each other beforehand. It wasn't like he was asking a complete stranger to co-host with him. And then, from there, it just became a really good, thing for the last year. We've had so many fun moments. We've had a couple fun guests. We've had to, shake things up. I mean, that's why we've had, you come on and, so now it's kind of like the 3 of us doing it now. But it's just good, just the fact that we have such a kind of a close connection, especially when it comes to, I mean, you got to have a close connection to your co-host when it comes to sports. You can't be, I notice when I see other sports shows and like one guy is like a, Broncos, Rockies, whatever, something fan. And then another guy is like, oh yeah, like this guy is a Chiefs, Royals, whatever fan. And I'm like, okay, so, but like, where's like outside of your division with, you can talk about your division, but like, you don't have any commonality there. There's no common ground there. So like Scoop and I are both Eagles and Yankees fans. So, through that and through just, finding out that, hey, he has a different view, like we kind of come to the same conclusions on things, but from way different viewpoints. So it really helps that, we can do a show like that. And honestly, with this being our usual time slot, it's nice that, a year later we're still here and doing this, so it's been great. The last year has been great, and I'm hoping for a lot more. So it's pretty good. I love it.
I'm really thankful to be part of this group. Really, for me, it's just a way to talk about other sports.
Yeah,
because football is just my main thing. It will always be my main thing. So for me, just to be able to talk about other stuff is fun. And we're going to do some of that in a few minutes.
You're keeping the main thing.
Yeah. So like, that's kind of the biggest thing for me, is just to talk about other stuff. And also, like, I don't know, I think Scoop knows this. I kind of see a bigger vision where we can do a lot of different things with What's the Scoop compared to Football After Hours, and so I'm kind of branching out that vision as well. Okay, so again, your Yankees playing the Red Sox today. I was gonna watch some of it, but again, technical issues precede itself. This has been a roller coaster for you guys the last year, and I mean or not last year. Really, it's been the last year, honestly, because you're not just talking about you're not just talking about this season. You're talking about You're talking about spring training. You're talking about WBC. You're talking about an off season that was extremely slow in many ways. Really, for the entire league, obviously with the lockout coming on. But this is the Red Sox, okay? Regardless that the Red Sox have been terrible, which they have, they've been incredibly awful. This is the Red Sox. And so, those first two games, pretty smooth sailing. Today, not as much. What's your takeaway so far on the Yankees? And then obviously our boy Tanner's coming on tomorrow. He's going to give us kind of a bigger scope on the Yankees, Mariners, etc. tomorrow. But what's your perception of the roster and this team basically a month in so far?
And even with this game tonight, I'll just get this game out of the way tonight. Am I a little bit pissed that we're not beating up on a guy who had a 6+ ERA coming into it? Yeah, but I'm also like, well, it's the Yankees. The Yankees never take care of business against bum pitching. It just that's what we make guys with a 5+ ERA look like Nolan Ryan in his prime. But at the same time, no matter how bad the Red Sox are, Yankees, Red Sox, I can't remember the last time that either team swept each other. Honestly, it's like no matter how bad one side is versus the other. So, I didn't expect a sweep. I said, hey, at least take 2 out of 3. So they at least did that. It's just a shame that, I mean, listen, they could still win, but at the same time, and they're putting together a rally right now as we speak. But, and I would hope that they finish off this game. But, so far this season, it's just been a roller coaster. It's like, when they've played somewhat decent teams, they've looked really bad. And when they've played really bad teams, they've looked like a World Series contender. So it's still so early. And then, both the AL and the NL right now are struggling. So it's not just the Yankees, we're still first in the AL East. So it's still so early, and we're still on a good pace. But and the thing is, like we always say, you can't control your schedule. It's just that what gets frustrating for me is like when you have games that you should be finishing off your opponent and you don't. Like when you have games that you should be winning like easily, because the Yankees always find ways, and this happened last year too, where they ended up tied for the division with the Blue Jays, but because the Blue Jays beat them in the tiebreaker, because the Blue Jays beat them in the head-to-head, that's ultimately what gave the Blue Jays the AL East division title, and ultimately what also gave them home field advantage in the playoffs. It helped them get to the World Series. It's the same thing with the Yankees, where it's like the Yankees will eventually find it as the season goes on, but it's just like there's so many games that they throw away so early in the season, and I'm like, that's why I always tell people, and Scoop also is the same way. He thinks the same way that I do on this. I don't care if it's game 1 or game 162. They all matter. Like, yeah, you're not going to win every game, but the games that you should win, like, you got to treat that like you're going to win it, because that's what teams like the Dodgers do. The Dodgers do that, where it's like I don't see the Dodgers laying down and dying to bad baseball teams. The Yankees do it often throughout a season, and that's kind of what bugs me. But listen, it's still so early. They've been playing better as of late. So, in the end, I'll still take it. As long as we can keep on pace and stay ahead of the division, that's first things first. That's the first thing. So, as long as we do that, we'll be okay. I just think it's a little slow early on, but we'll be okay. We've got the talent, we've got the veterans. We definitely have the pitching. The pitching is not the starting pitching is not a problem. The bullpen maybe, but the starting pitching is not a problem. The hitting will come around eventually. So once they finally put it together, then you'll start seeing them go on those like just like they are now, like these 6-game winning streaks and things like that. So they'll be okay. Are you muted?
I was, because I'm chowing down food currently. I just put up the ESPN draft tracker. What excites you most about today? Are you more excited about the early piece of the day or the late piece?
I think the late, because early on, the names that are coming off the board more or less, or we hear a lot about the names that should be coming off the board in the first 10, 12 picks, whatever it is. But it's always the back half that's exciting because I feel like, especially with this draft, once we really get towards, I would say pick 14, 15, you're going to start probably hearing names that you didn't think would be going probably as early as they are, or names that start falling. So, there's a lot of that. So, I mean, hell, and just from the mocks that we've done, with a lot of these mocks, we've even changed our minds a few times about where certain guys are going, just based on the new information that comes out every day about where certain teams might lean and whatnot. So, I'm excited for the back half of this first round. I'm not really excited for the early part of it because I kind of know the names that should come off, but the back half is where I'm kind of living for. You're muted again, right?
I'm so hungry, man. I can't even think. I'm using the ESPN draft tracker here, and then obviously we could play along with the ESPN game, go through a lot of the selections here as we go through. Mendoza to the Raiders, to me, just makes perfect sense. We've known this from day one. I'm excited about what he can do in that system. The draft starts at 2, but I'm just excited about what this kid can do in Vegas. From a personality standpoint, he does not work in Vegas at all, but who cares? It's football. So, yeah, I'm excited. I think it's the step in the right direction for a team that, while they do have a lot of needs, I think everything they've done this offseason has been with the idea that, hey, let's compete with Mendoza, if not year 1, because he'll struggle, but year 2 and year 3. Do you agree?
Yeah, and I just, you know what? As much as we know that Mendoza's going 1 to the Raiders, the more I think about, I mean, we kind of knew this was going to be the case, but I love the fact that he's learning from a strong veteran like Kirk Cousins. Like, I really think that's going to be. I mean, the thing is, Mendoza, and to me, Mendoza doesn't need a lot of fine tuning because he already can make pretty much every throw on the field. He's super mobile. He's athletic. He does what it takes to win. He can break. I mean, we saw it a couple of times this year where he was shaking off 2 or 3 defenders on like a 10, 15-yard run. So he can do a bunch of different things, and he's not afraid to kind of get dirty and do what it takes to win. So he's already got a lot of the intangibles and a lot of the things that physically that you want to see out of a quarterback. So he doesn't need much tweaking. But if you can learn to someone like Kirk Cousins, I think he's been a Pro Bowler at one point or a few times in his career. He's been a guy who's played in playoff games. So when you have a guy like that and a guy that can also, this is for Kirk Cousins for what it's worth, he has had, quite a few years where he's thrown for over 4,000 yards. He knows how to throw a football for better or for worse sometimes. But, when you've got a guy like that you can learn from, it's huge. And especially when you have a great, a good solid, I shouldn't say great, but a good solid veteran like Kirk Cousins. So, I kind of love where that's heading. And I think Tom Brady, obviously he knows, because remember, he's kind of running the show in Vegas, that, he knows what he wants. He knows what it takes to be a good quarterback in this league. He knows what good quarterback play looks like. So Mendoza, to me, as much as we don't like the fact that he might get killed behind the Raiders line and whatnot, it's right now you're just focused on getting that quarterback that's going to stick around for more than 2 or 3 years, because the Raiders haven't had that in quite a while. Like Derek, you had Derek Carr, but Carr wasn't consistent really. So, you know, this seems like, getting him here. It just seems like this would be the perfect spot. It's the perfect situation. You're learning from a vet. You get to kind of, you get he gets to kind of ease in to taking over the reins at some point. So it's a good spot to be in for Mendoza, believe it or not. Stop muting yourself.
My goodness. Thank you. This is such a bad start. No, I'm trying not to let my munchies get in the way of this podcast. Anyway, I'm gonna be careful. No, but as you can see with his stats here, I mean, this is a guy who can clearly be an effective passer if need be.
Yep.
It's really clear that, as much as we want Mendoza to start right away, that's not going to be the case. It's just not going to be the case. They're not going to put him in a situation where he won't be successful. And I think that is, super important. And again, it's just a veteran. And I know Tom Brady wants his guy. I think that they believe Mendoza is that guy. And so with that, I mean, that's something to be excited about. Now, the rest of the draft for the Raiders, there's a bunch of different needs here across the board that they're going to have to solve. And as you mentioned, the offensive line is going to be super important.
Yep.
There's offensive line talent across this board, though.
Yeah, and a lot of it.
Right. And so you can go in and be very excited about what he can do, what he can do, what this young core can do. It's just about getting the right guys in the right places. You remember when Mike Mayock was with the Raiders?
Yep.
Some of these picks that they made, they were reaches by far. A lot of them were, and obviously there's a lot of different stuff that we can get to at that era for the Raiders. But what it came down to for the Raiders was the fact that the development and the staff was never there to help these guys develop, to help a guy like Alex Leatherwood, who had really exciting prospects, was a project. They didn't get him to the top level. This staff, I think, is perfect for a young team that needs to develop across the board, not just Mendoza, but all of these other pieces. So when you look at what the Raiders have now, there needs to be some level of optimism. There shouldn't be pessimism to what they've done this year. And I think that's exciting if you're a Raiders fan right now.
I mean, you got to be happy about looking forward. Oh, and by the way, the Yankees are starting to break it open. Oh my God, the Red Sox booted the ball. That might score 2 runs. Oh my God, we're up 5-2. Oh, 4-2 now. Is it 4 or 5? Or whatever. But so yeah, Judge just got an RBI single that turned into a double. So when it comes to the Raiders, like, as much as it seems like there's a lot of negativity because it's the Raiders, and of course we just saw, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, we saw the whole what if mock draft that they had, where it's like they just missed out on a lot of these Hall of Famers by 1 pick, but when you think about what they have right now, right, they've got, and we'll get to the old line, that's where I'm kind of getting towards. So you've got Brock Bowers, you've got Ashton Genty. You're now going to have Mendoza. So you've already got 3 really good pieces there. If you give him an O-line, which they will, they're going to have to. You have to. And Tom Brady's not dumb. This is like the real first year. This is the real first year for Brady and the Raiders and all that stuff. So this is where you kind of figure out what you have in this season, and then you weed out from here. So, now that you're gonna have an O-line that should be better, more motivated, better coached, and like I said, you've already got some of the offensive weapons around your quarterback now, which is great to have. I think about it, and I look at now the prospects that are on the board that the Raiders could, hell, they could even trade back into the round. You're getting the first overall pick, but you're not done for the night. There's still plenty of time to trade back into the round and be like, hey, we can double up and take that offensive lineman. You can maybe shock the world and take Mendoza, and then and I think that's Adam. I'm pretty sure. because I know his tag. Yeah, it's Adam.
I know his picture. So
Yeah, it's Adam.
Adam, we wish you could be with us tonight, but we appreciate you being in the comments for us today. We appreciate it all very much.
So when it comes to the Raiders, and listen, they could trade back into the round. I mean, listen, you could surprise the world and trade all the way back in and be like, hey, we want Monroe Freeling. Hey, we want a Caden Proctor. Hey, we want Ione. I mean, that's probably not going to happen, but you could say, hey, we've got the quarterback. Now we're going to trade back into the round and get the lineman, at least one of them, and that way now you're going into the season with a good offensive lineman, a good quarterback, a rookie quarterback who's learning and developing under a veteran, Ashton Genty, and a Brock Bowers. And all of a sudden, hey, you start winning, with that alone offensively, you can win, a few games with that. That's, there was games actually the Raiders could have won had they just had a semi-decent offense. So, I if I'm a Raiders fan, which one of our boys, like Kev is, I would be excited. Like this is kind of where the future, like we've said in past years, like, oh yeah, the Raiders are going to take this guy, whatever. But this feels like this is the first draft where you're building towards something special, like truly building towards something special, and you're going to build to be like, and the thing is, you're going to have to be built into a contender because look at their division. It's
hell. It's hell. It's a murderer's row.
You've got the Broncos, who probably are the best team right now in that division, in the last year or two. Broncos. You've got the Chargers, who under Harbaugh, they choke in the playoffs, but they still find a way to win double-digit games when they need to, and they get into the playoffs. You've got the Chiefs, who they've taken a back seat last year, but it is still Patrick Mahomes. It is still one more year of Travis Kelce. They've got your boy. They got Kenneth Walker now. That's
which I thought was still an aggressive overpay by them, but I understand they're still in a win now mentality.
But it's still better than any running back they've had. Like Pacheco's okay, but he's not healthy, so it's like it's not worth it. And then of course their defense is still decent. And the thing is, in this draft, they can go get another wide receiver from Mahomes. They can go get another DB because there's plenty of DBs in this first round. So I think that.
Unfortunately, no, Adam. We are not allowed to do that per NFL regulations.
Yeah,
we wish we could. But we will have the draft tracker up. I'm not going to have the draft tracker up for a bit because we know this is Mendoza's selection. And if by some miracle the Raiders don't do this, I will cancel the show. Let me put it that way. If the Raiders don't pick Mendoza, the show's getting canceled and we're leaving. There's no reason why this should not be a Mendoza selection. But unfortunately, no, Adam, we will not be allowed to. We will get banned from everything if we do that. But I have NFL Network on right now. So, do you want to expand at all about Mike Rabel's situation here? Do you have anything to say? Because I mean, the fact that this is happening and the fact that what I don't understand is he's going to miss day 3 of the draft. I would make a significant argument that day 3 is more important than day 1 and 2. So him not being there, like at some level, I would like, and that's one thing. The counseling that teams provide you, there's counselors on every staff.
Yeah.
So is he going? I don't know if he's going to. I imagine he's going to a separate program, which is why. But I think if I'm New England, not only am I bothered by this situation, but I'm extremely bothered that he's not going to be there. For what I would argue is, look, day 3 is pretty boring for us as fans. But day 3 is your depth. Day 3 is, hey, can we get a special teamer? Hey, can we get a third string linebacker that we can plug in and start? It's really important.
Yeah.
And so him not being there is a problem for me.
I mean, that's I mean, it's people like to say like, oh, it's all in the GMs and the war room and whatnot. And yes, it is. But your head coach, he has say in your personnel. We know that. That's a
It
given.
it the teams that are most successful, and this being an Eagles fan, we know this from the Super
Yep.
Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks, and we thought we knew it with New England until what happened recently. There has to be camaraderie amongst that draft room. Why do you think the Rams are as aggressive as they are with their draft capital? Because
Yeah.
Sean McVay, Les Snead, the scouting department, the entire front office, hell, even the ownership is in lockstep 100% with everything that they do, and that's why they're so successful. We thought that was the case with New England. That just got ruined. It got ruined like this. And that's how quick a trust can change in this league.
This situation and the more we hear about it is so bizarre that and it's not like it's unheard of completely, but it's
bizarre in the realm of the NFL. We've never had this happen before in this league.
There's
no
precedent
precedent at all. No.
It's just we've already talked about the Rossini side of things, and listen, I could spend all day burying her and whatnot, but it's not worth it.
But you know what? I'll be real, and I don't want to necessarily say this because as a media person, we can't speculate.
Yeah.
But the deal is here, let's be 100% honest. Like, regardless of our position in the media and what we're supposed to say and what we're not supposed to say, as I need to get water intake in me to make it through this show. But, something happened. And we can't speculate what or how or why or, all these things that page 6 is going crazy the last few days with here's this image, here's this image, here's this, here's that. And, we have a responsibility in the media to decipher that in a respectful way. But I think the most respectful way I can approach it is that something really bad happened that not only affected the Patriots, but affected two people's lives and in turn affected their families. And that is inexcusable in 2026. That's the best way I can frame it.
I mean, because you know what it is too, and I think another reason why this is getting blown up as big as it is, and it's not just because it's not just that it's a football story or football related story.
It's a life story.
It's a life story, yeah, exactly. Because you know why? Because you know how many people in today's day and age, and our generation included, we complain about the job market or the dating market, how people suck and whatnot, all these different things.
Yeah.
That's a microcosm of what it's like out there.
Yes, 100%, 100%, 100%.
That's just the unfortunate reality of the world we live in right now, where everybody is kind of not what they seem to be, and it's just, and the more we hear about it, the more just disgusting the story gets, and the more kind of uneasy it gets. But it's just, I know that this has been a tale of all this time where kind of people in power stay in power by abusing their power, but it's what I don't get is when you have something good going for you, no matter what position you're in, whether you're on her side or whether you're on Vrabel's side, where you are as high as you are in this profession, why do you keep pushing the envelope to jeopardize it?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Yeah. And I can't again, I can't say what happened or what didn't happen.
Yeah.
But what I can say is that and I told Shane this one a few weeks ago, and I still firmly believe this. The best course of action for both of them, the Athletic and the Patriots, was just to say nothing. Sometimes saying nothing, there's two sides of the coin. Saying nothing does say something, but it also means that us in the media cannot
Yeah.
effectively say anything. And if more stuff comes out, and what, because the other thing, when it comes to tabloids, right? I think I mentioned this on a previous show. I'm going to say it now. Tabloid reporting is professional reporting. They
Yeah.
do fantastic, as invasive as it looks, which it's pretty
Yeah.
evasive. I'm not saying it's not evasive. As invasive as it looks, there's a reason why the Kardashian family, there's a reason why celebrities, not
Yeah.
all of them, but there's a reason why certain celebrities welcome it. Because stirring up the pot, guess what? Kardashian sells Skims underwear in abundance because it's things.
Yeah.
It's a way to promote products. It's a way to do this. But when you're in a situation like this where you're not promoting yourself, you're not, when you're not leaning into it and it just happens, then as funny as it is, the best thing you could do is just say nothing.
Yeah.
And it sounds so counterintuitive. But to be real, what happens with lawyers and everything is they say, you know what, you might think this is a good idea, but the flip side is actually smarter, and here's why. So that's the thing that it's like,
Well,
you by posting these elongated lawyer speak level emails and whatever are stirring the pot. Because guess what Page Six is? Page Six is a tabloid, and you're just feeling them. You're making them want to find more, and that private investigator is having a world of a time because he's making a frick ton of money, and we have no idea who this person is, he or she. And I've never seen a private investigator be so widely renowned, and we don't know who the person is because private is in the name.
It's like, and I mean, people now especially after today, after kind of the news that's been dropping in the last 24 hours about the situation, now there's nobody that's even defending like this anymore on either side, his or her side.
Yeah, and by the way, from what I've heard from the rumor mill, is that remember how they said, oh, there were other people around us during the day? Based on the rumors that I've heard from multiple sources, that was not the case at all.
Oh, yeah, we knew that.
And we knew that, but to actually have the rumor mill say, like, look, they were the only two there at these particular times. And again, for The Athletic, I'm sorry, but whenever someone says the word, this guy's from The Athletic, their credibility goes down the window. The Athletic's journalists, any of them, and there's so many of them that do good work, I don't respect any of them anymore. Except maybe Pablo Torre, because Pablo Torre actually cares about finding the details.
Because you know what it is too? Because now with all this stuff and for how long this has been going on, apparently, for this to be this way, they all had to have known something. Because that's just it doesn't go on this long without someone knowing something there.
Right.
And not for nothing, but the Patriots didn't want this getting out, and the Athletic didn't want it getting out until it did.
I'm sorry. Welcome to the media. Anything nefarious that you do, as Mendoza finally goes off the board, we're starting the NFL draft. No matter what happens, if something nefarious happens, guess what? Someone is going to say something.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because there's always someone to gain.
Yeah.
From a mess.
It's just what's crazy is like, and listen, I've been saying it for years, and of course I was just shouting it on Twitter for the longest time, and nobody was listening. But I even kept adding The Athletic. You remember me doing this? I kept adding. I'm like, this is before even the scandal broke out. I was like, well, I know that she's not being a credible journalist. Why is she your senior NFL insider? When the least credible person is your senior NFL insider, that's a problem. You lose credibility for that alone.
The thing that always perked me up was it felt like every 5 minutes Rossini had a report about something. And I was like, Adam Schefter does not even report that fast.
Exactly.
And he has, and by the way, being an NFL insider, you do some shady shit because you kind of have to. That's part of the job. But not that.
Yeah, you don't go that far. Like there's still a clearly defined line, that you don't cross, and it's like, but I'm like, I keep telling people, I'm like, the Athletic is gonna lose credibility because she is their top insider, like she's the NFL insider, like senior NFL insider.
He's the insider. She's supposed to be in the room, but not in the room, so to speak.
Well, like that's what I kept telling people. I'm telling you right now, it's not because I'm a quote unquote bitter Eagles fan. I'm like, this goes back to even before her Eagles reporting. I didn't like the work she did at ESPN. I thought it was all fluff and hit pieces then, and it's just more the same since she's been doing the job. So, and then of course now we have this whole saga and whatever. And the thing is now it's with her. I've made my disdain for her well known. On the Vrabel side of things, everybody keeps saying, "Oh well, why is he not being punished, and why is she being like cast out?"
Guess what? Welcome to the show, because this week has been about him.
Yeah,
welcome to the show. It was going to happen at some point,
and people have to understand this. The reason why that she's getting a lot of backlash is because she is subordinate to where his position is. She is supposed to be like the reporter, and he is the one with the information and has the information. So she is the one underneath. Plus, she has a job on the line, and there's certain ethics, of course, in this business, and the line you don't cross. Now, there's clearly defined lines for when you are not doing your job, whether that be what she did with this extreme situation here, or just some of the biased, bad reporting she had in the past. There's mounting reasons as to why you should not be at this level that you are with your job. So she rightfully resigned because this was getting bad, and the Athletic was even doing an investigation, which they probably wouldn't have found anything because it's the Athletic, and the Athletic protects their own people. So it would have been a nothing burger from them, even though we know what kind of the truth basically is.
Can I add to that? Did you find it ironic that an Athletic investigator was reporting on the situation?
Yeah.
That was our primary source for this for a few weeks. Was that ironic or no?
It's the last person I want to hear from. It's the last people I want to hear from. Like of course you're not going to say, you're going to say, like, you're going to do like what Mike Vrabel did at the press conference and say a whole lot of nothing, but basically admit guilt, but then say, we didn't find anything. It's like, yeah, because you're protecting your own people. You're not investigating anything.
And here's the thing. I didn't listen to the presser. You know why I didn't listen to it? Because I saw the quotes, and the quotes were enough. There was no point for me to even look at the press conferences. There was no point. The quotes were enough.
The second I saw the quotes from both Rossini and Vrabel, like less than 24 hours after those pictures came out, and I say to you on the show, those quotes, those are not denials of wrongdoing. Those sound like admissions of guilt in a roundabout way.
Exactly. Yes.
And I was like, that right there is a red flag. Their statements right after those pictures came out was a red flag. And then because and the thing is also too, it's a red flag if you resign from your job amid an investigation, because 9 times out of 10, that's exactly the issue. Like we know exactly what the issue is. And so now we hear that Vrabel is now going for counseling. So it's like we know, human beings, Americans in general, we might, sometimes might be dumb people, but we can put 2 and 2 together and figure it out. And
we you know what? I'm just gonna be an idiot. I'm just gonna say this. Brandon and I went to college. And by the way, you don't need a college degree to know if someone's
figure this out. And the amount of people I saw on Twitter that they couldn't see the situation for what it was, like in black and white. I'm like, guys, This is not hard to understand. Like, this is an easy situation cut. Like, I'm not saying that there's not, intricacies to it, because there are, but this is not like trying to solve world hunger or find it, or this is literally an easy, like, if you just look at the case and look at that's coming out and what's being presented, you can put 2 and 2 together and figure it out. Like the same people that believe that nothing happened between them are the same people that believe that OJ didn't kill his wife.
That's aggressive. I don't know why we would go there, but it's fine.
but it's like the same thing. Like, OJ got away with that, but it's like everybody and their mother knew he did it. Like, it's the same thing here.
He said though that he did, so I guess it's fine.
Like that's when like people gotta understand, man. Like it's not really a hard situation here. And the thing is, from Vrabel's standpoint, like everybody's like, oh, well, why is he not getting punished, right? And I'm like, well, it
takes time. Guess what? It took a week. Now he's getting fricked.
Yeah. And now he's kind of getting like put in the timeout corner, like for it now at least. But everybody's like, oh, why is he not being punished like how she is? Well, I'm like, well, she's not being punished. She resigned. Well, she was probably facing termination, so she had to probably resign. Because usually you don't resign amid an investigation like that if something's not wrong. But at the same time, like, everybody's like, oh, well, why is he not getting punished? But there's no, like we said before, there's no precedent for this. There's standards and guidelines in place if you're a reporter for a situation like this. Like, because we've heard about people in the past, doing something a little strange to get inside scoops and whatnot, and that's what was happening here. So for her, it's a clearly defined line. But this has never happened at the NFL level for a coach and a reporter, at least not that we know of. But it hasn't happened.
Not in a public facing way. Let's put it that way.
Exactly, and not just that, but it's also the fact that if you look at this from that perspective, cheating on your spouse, which is what we assume happened here. We don't know for sure, but obviously it's what's implied here. That's not against league rules. That's not against team rules. There's nothing in the rule book that clearly defines something like that, because that's not a team/league matter. That's a personal matter. But I
want to say, Adam Schefter reported in the draft coverage, to extend your point. He said, because we all thought, hey, does the NFL have something to do with here? They don't, because in their guidelines, they don't deal with morals.
Yeah,
so exactly. It's on the Patriots to do something, which I didn't know until Schefter reported it earlier today.
The bottom line is morality is clearly defined. When you take any journalism class, they literally teach you about morals and ethics and things like that.
Yeah,
I'm like, you don't go to a morals and ethics class in the NFL. so like, there's. And by the way, Cam Schiller just threw 8 innings of 1-run ball. It's the Red Sox. The Red Sox scored 2 runs, but one of them was unearned because of an error. So really, he threw 8 innings of 1-run ball against the Red Sox. That's my guy.
I'm also going to say really quick, David Bailey to the Jets. No surprise. It's a great pick. We can move on. We knew that was going to happen. Or we knew it was either him or Reese.
Yeah.
And it was Bailey. And I think that was kind of clear the more we went on throughout the day.
You know what's funny? Like in the very, very early mock drafts, Reese was the guy going to the Jets and not Bailey. And then as time went on, the scales kind of went like that, and it tipped in.
And it tipped in this way. But no, please continue. I just wanted to add that thing where I was kind of surprised that based on the NFL rules, they can't do anything. They could probably nudge.
They could, yeah.
They could probably have nudged a little bit, which I think led to Vrabel doing counseling, is that the league office kind of nudged a little bit, but...
Like, that's my thing. Like, I'm just, like, as someone like me and you, and like, because we've studied this stuff, like,
we've dedicated our lives to it. Let's be real.
I think that's why, like, if this was like, if this was Vrabel and like if this, I mean, it's just as bad. But the Sharon Moore thing at Michigan. We're talking about how crazy that was, cheating on his wife with a Michigan staffer. And, and then all the craziness because, cops got involved because he was going crazy, whatever. Like it's a slightly different situation, but it's like, But I take this case with Rossini and Vrabel very seriously. Because I've had Rossini pegged since day one, like her journalistic integrity. It's pretty clear. Everybody knows that by now. But and the thing is, but what shocks me is, as much as I don't like her, we know on this show how much I loved Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess, isn't it?
So like it's such a mess because I'm like, this involves somebody I really don't like and somebody who I loved and getting involved, and now both of them are ruined in the public, at least in the court of public opinion, if nothing else. And
the court of public opinion. How about the court of counseling opinion? You're going to damn counseling.
and then of course, people like you and me are doubly invested because it involves our field. It involves media. It involves journalism. Like it's like this involves a reporter. This is big news. Everybody's like, oh, why is this?
It is news? Jeremiah Love to the Arizona Cardinals. Oh my!
Which is not. It's not too surprising, but because we did hear about that happening. But I'll tell you what, though, it still is a little bit. It still is a little bit of a shock.
So here's what my thought process is. So Love is your running back one.
Yeah.
But you basically are saying, look, we don't have a quarterback as of right now. Apparently, they're very interested in Ty Simpson, so we'll see if they do something with that. They don't want to wear Love out because you have Tyler Algier and you have James Conner. Yeah. That's a pretty good.
It's a good running back.
It's a great running back room. And let me throw out a fantasy thing here. This is the worst spot he can go to if you're a fantasy manager. This is the worst spot he can go to if you're a fantasy manager because he will get the bulk of the carries, but he won't get every carry. And Tyler Algier is a red zone running back.
Yeah.
So the likelihood that he'll get the amount of touchdowns that you need from a fantasy perspective, have fun, at least for year one. But the reason why I like this room and why I like this pick, it's a bit of a reach because I would argue that they need offensive line help a little bit more. I argue that they still need receiver help. I would argue running back is one of their the least thing that they need with the amount of money that they invested in the running back room this offseason. Yeah. That being said, a player as special as Jeremiah Love, I've always said that there is a weighing of, hey, look, this kid's really special. We have the room where he doesn't have to put 30 carries in his legs for the first couple of years. And we can actually develop him in a situation where, as we speak currently, their quarterback is Gardner Minshew. Yeah. So it is a best player available move. And with this new coaching staff, they're coming out swinging. This is a come out swinging off season for Arizona.
Because Mike LaFleur. And the thing is, like, I mean, if we know anything about his brother, if we know anything about Matt, like, look at how they use, Josh Jacobs in Green Bay. They love him there. Josh Jacobs is a good fit in Green Bay right now. So I can kind of see how Mike is of the train of thought of like, hey, no matter who the quarterback is, we're going to kind of take pressure off him and give him a good running back, a top 5 potentially running back, and kind of go about our business that way. There's your boy Tanner, right?
Yeah, I think he's there. Is he here? Hey, what's up, Tanner? What's up? Hey, +1. Well, hey, we're excited to have you tomorrow, man. We're excited to have you for the first hour.
And of course, I like what Adam said. Algier going to vulture so hard. Yeah, he is. Algier's going to take. He's going to take.
He's absolutely going to vulture so hard.
Yeah. So we know that. Yeah. Oh, here's scoop. If Arvell falls to the Giants at 5, I'm going to need medical attention. Dumbass Cardinals.
That's funny that you say that because I still I think Reese would have been the smarter pick here, but I like the Love pick because it's saying we're fiery. We're changing the culture.
Am I wrong for still thinking that the Giants at 5 should go Sonny Styles?
No.
Like,
But hold on. Okay, so yeah, Tanner, we're so excited to have you tomorrow, dude. We're so excited to have you tomorrow. It's gonna be great. Tanner, should I tell Tanner how dumb my day is tomorrow so that he knows? My day
go.
tomorrow is really dumb. If you thought today was dumb, trying to get this mic to work and everything, tomorrow's dumb. I'm seeing a Saudi Arabian movie coming
Oh,
home.
that's right. Yeah, you mentioned that. I forgot about that. That's right.
And then coming home and getting on air with Tanner. So basically, I'm seeing. What am I seeing? What is this? See, this is I got this movie for 20 cents, and I don't know what the movie's called. This is how much I'm just like going because it's 20 cents. Let me see. What is it called? It's called. Let me find it. It's called Desert Warrior. It's an Anthony Mackie movie. A dumb day is always a fun day. Absolutely, Tanner. It's called Desert Warrior. It's coming out today on the week when Michael comes out. Don't see Michael, please. I've heard a lot of really bad things. So it's called Desert Warrior. I'm going for 20 cents. So for some reason, they gave out free tickets plus fees was 20 cents. So I'm going at like 1:15 Eastern or 1:15 Pacific, and I think we're starting around 4:30, 5 o'clock whenever I get home. I told Tanner 5 just to be extra safe. This movie, do you want to guess how much this movie cost, Brandon? If I say the value of subtitles will show it. This movie's in English, by the way, Tanner. This is not in English. Titan selection before we continue on this. The Titan selection is it is. Come on. Carnell Tate. Whoa.
We did not see that one coming. I don't think any of us had that. Whoa.
Offense flying off the board early. Wow.
Well, yeah, there's our first shock of the night. There's a heart attack.
You said for Carnell, the Saints would be a great fit. They love their Ohio State receivers. You know what this says to me? This says to me with this our I guess fairly new coaching staff. This says to me that they regret the AJ Brown trade.
Yeah.
That's what it says to me.
I've known for years. They've regretted that trade. Because I mean, bro, look what they immediately replaced AJ Brown with, like in a panic. They replaced him with Treylon Burks.
And Treylon finally had his breakout at the Commanders.
And he's still not even that great of a wide receiver.
He's a solid wide receiver 3.
I'd say 3, yeah.
Yeah. But also, as much as the Titans need O-line, as much as Reese would have been a great fit, this is a listen to your quarterback pick.
Yeah.
We were upset last year because our receivers just didn't make the plays we wanted them to, and we want to help our quarterback and give him a target for the next 10 to 15 years. And that's Carnell Tate. And you know what? I guess as Tanner said, the power of subtitles. Powerful wisdom would say, why not trade down a couple picks and still get Tate? Well, guess what? You can't do that at number 4.
Yeah.
Because someone else probably would trade up to get him. Who called Yarvel Reese fall? Me, Adam, with calling the fall. I just didn't think because we loved the fit for him with the Saints. You know, we thought that fit was perfect. We thought anything over 11 would be great. And
you know what's crazy? The Giants now have a pick of basically anybody they could want because the way this board has already fallen.
And by the way, as much as they need offensive line, doesn't Everett Reese feel like a Giants player?
Yeah.
Doesn't he feel like they could plug and play him anywhere?
I know a lot of Giants. I know the TCA chat's going crazy right now. I know like a couple guys don't want Reese. they all want Sonny Styles, and I agree. To me, it should be Sonny Styles. But I mean, we'll see. We thought Cardinal Tate was going to be a saint with his buddy Chris Olave, and that was not
After
going to never happen.
the thing with Reese is, guess what? You made the sexy Dexy trade. Here's your sexy Dexy replacement.
Yeah.
It's right here. Unless you care more about protecting your quarterback, which is also fair.
Yeah.
Just saw a tweet. The Browns are in deep talks to send 6 to Kansas City. I would have to double check that, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Who would that even be for? Who would that be for? Like, do you think?
It would. Here's why I wouldn't want them to do that. I would rather them wait and get a receiver, get a Tyson.
But see, that's what I'm thinking. Like, would they really trap the 6 to draft Tyson?
No way, because I think Tyson's still a mid-round guy. But who knows? Maybe someone thinks Tyson's a top 6 player. I don't think so, though.
Maybe they trade up and reach for him. That's possible. That's why I'm like, listen, I'm like, Cardinal Tate just shook up everybody's boat.
It's done. The Kansas City Chiefs are at 6.
Wow. Who the hell do they want? I mean,
do you get Styles? Great job, Tanner. That just went through. Great job, buddy.
So wait. So then, like, do they are they the ones that possibly take a DB since they need one? Like,
are you really trading up this far to jump the Cowboys for Delane?
For Delane? Yeah, I don't know. Or Caleb Downs? I don't think so. Oh man, I don't know.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy. What I'll say though is they're saying this is their last year. They want to win with Kelsey on the roster, so they're going to do whatever it takes.
They're basically doing what the Rams are, and they're just pushing all their chips in.
Right.
Like how the Rams are pushing all in with Stafford, they're pushing all in for Kelsey. That's what it's.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Right.
I'm also just waiting for the Yankee game to finish too. So I got that. I'm watching that as I'm keeping track of the draft.
That's totally fine because we have it up here.
And the thing is, the Yankees are 2 outs away from winning. Actually,
yeah. So. Are you watching it on Yes Network or are you on? You should have just Tanner. Just tell me it's from Rap. Don't say just saw it. Just tell me it's from Rappaport because I can't see this.
It's on Yes, and the Yankees are now 1 out away.
It was FS1 game too. Trade terms: Chiefs get 6, Browns get 9, 74, 101 or 141.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
We did say that the Browns could trade down. We did say that.
Yeah, because they feel like they're going to have a lot of options, and they would have a lot of options at 9.
So then maybe save money. Maybe are they trading back and they're still going to end up with Maui Noah?
Possibly. Maybe but I'll be real. I don't now that the Tate thing went the way it did.
We don't know.
I think everyone's board is screwed now.
Yeah, we don't know.
Definitely ours is screwed. But that's incredible. Good job, Tanner, man. Good work.
Yeah.
My God. And this is why I'm having you on tomorrow. Could Casey be wanting a lineman?
It could.
Why would you trade 4 slots when there's a lot of linemen that's going to be available at 9? Unless it's someone you really, really want.
Yeah.
All right, here's the Giant selection. Let's see what they do here. Let's see what they do 15 minutes up the road from you here.
Let's go, Yankees. Get the sweep of the Red Sox. Yeah.
It took a hard thought game 3, but you got it done. All right, now put it on NFL Network.
That's all I'm doing. Bro, first series sweep at Fenway Park since September of 2021. It's been almost 5 years. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's the thing is, it would not seem high for a lineman Tanner in a normal draft, but this draft has so many talented offensive linemen. It's across the board a very good O-line draft. You're going to see a run on linemen at some point in this draft. It might happen now. The Giants select. Let's see. We're waiting because obviously they do the charity presentations and everything. Tanner said Red Sox are all paper hype, no bark. I would argue the same. It's Reese. It's Reese. That's a fantastic pick. It's the sexy Dexy replacement.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what TCA is gonna say to that because I'm pulling up the chat right now.
It is the sexy Dexy replacement in all of its words, and it's fantastic. It's so smart. It's fantastic.
Oh boy, the TCA chat's already pissed.
Why?
HTJ
it makes
and Hellman.
Perfect sense.
Yeah, HTJ and Hellman didn't want Reese at all.
Well, guess what? You got him. Would you mind? Covering for me for like 2 minutes?
What are you doing?
I must have my bathroom allotment. So
that's what I'm gonna do pretty soon. We're basically gonna trade spots. Once you come back, I'm going because I have to go. Yeah, I got you.
Do you know that I have 14 ounces of water next to me? That's the bottle that you're hearing. 14 ounces.
That's insanity, by the way. Yeah. So, sorry. I'm also talking about the Yankee stuff with a couple of friends of mine. So I know some Giants fans don't like the pick, but honestly, I think that's pretty good considering that Arvell Reese for a long time was considered to be, a top, 2 or 3 pick until David Bailey got to the Jets. Until that hype started to kind of build. Getting Reese at 5 is not bad. And you're getting an Ohio State guy. We know all about Ohio State and how great that program is. I don't think there's any reason to not like him. He's explosive. He is extremely fast for his position. The guy runs a 4.46. I don't know why you wouldn't want that. But I know that it's not the Sonny Styles thing that's a lot of Giants fans wanted, but he's still out there. And listen, if he falls to you at 10, who knows? Maybe you get both if you want to. I don't know if you would at this point because now, would you really take 2 defensive guys that quick? I don't know. Usually when you have 2 picks, you kind of want to balance it out, 1 offense, 1 defense, at least in my mind. But we'll see. We shall see. Anything's possible. I'm also waiting. I can't wait until we get towards the end of the night. Towards the last 10 picks, obviously because the Eagles have the 23rd pick. Well, if we don't trade up, they have the 23rd pick. Scoop is there, so I'm hoping we can see Scoop at some point in the crowd. But we'll see. We shall see. I'm also, everybody is talking about the draft right now, so I'm texting a lot of people on the draft as we're live, just because I want to, I need to. Um, so that's where we're at right now. So I'm just kind of waiting to see. And the Chiefs pick is in already, so that's pretty good. Let's see who they got if they announce it. You know what, Tanner? Having I can see what you're saying. I know Rob didn't like it. I can see them going O line. It's just that, man. Unless this is Francis Maui Noah, why would you trade up to 6 for a lineman? Like, to me, like this, like if you're gonna trade up for a lineman, this should be Maui Noah. And this is about as early as we had him coming off the board anyway. So let's see. Now remember, I'm a little bit behind, so you guys might see this before I do. And because Rob's seeing it in real time, my TV is slightly delayed. Whoa!
Wow. Thank you for your patience. My dad was asking me about this cable that I bought for the mic. He was like, maybe I have a couple.
All right, listen. Ding, ding, ding. I called it.
And you know what? I think it was a little bit of a reach because the only team that was really interested in him was the Cowboys. But you know what? The Chiefs said? The Chiefs probably looked at the Tate pick and went, damn it, someone else probably wants him. So we need to get him now, and we need to give up whatever it takes to get him. That's exactly what they did. So, and Tanner, you probably read this already, getting an O-lineman. They can get an O-lineman later. They can still do that. So them not getting an O-lineman right now is fine.
And I mean, is this a reach? Yeah, but at the same time, we said it all season long. They don't have a secondary in Kansas City. There's no secondary. There's no one there.
There's no secondary, and they lost one of them because they couldn't pay him. Well, guess what? There's your replacement.
Yeah,
for millions of less money.
hold on.
No, you're okay. Great call by you there.
Because I didn't have him in a mock, but I said that the only reason you'd be trading up is probably for Delane. I did say that they need DB help. I did just say that. So
right.
At least I got that one right. I'll take that. That's a win in my book.
So Washington, dude, this is such a stupid comment before we get to Washington. Is ice water one of the greatest things this world has given us? Because my God, I love ice water, dude. This sounds so stupid that I just said that, but you know what? Ice water's pretty great.
I mean, yeah, it's a natural. Listen, Earth Day was yesterday, so if you want to thank anybody, thank the Earth for
providing me with this bottle of water.
For water, yeah. Look at Andy Reid in his Hawaiian shirt.
Washington. We said this was potentially a spot for Love. That's off the board. Where do you think they go here? Do you think they go with an offensive lineman that wasn't very good? Do you think they also go secondary? Because we thought their secondary was super handsy the last 2 years.
Yeah. See, having Delane, Love, and Tate go off the board before Washington even picks is crazy because we all how many mocks did we have one of those guys kind of going there or saying
going to watch or could go to, and now it's over.
Yeah, and now it's over. So now I have no idea where Washington goes. I wish I knew. Why does this draft feel like it's moving faster than the other first rounds? Is it because it's less time on the clock?
Because they have 8 minutes instead of 10.
Thank God.
I know, right? Thank God.
But yeah, I definitely, and they made that pick pretty fast. Washington, that was pretty quick for them to pull the trigger. So because they almost had that pick in like as Delane was being announced. So
yeah, I think the NFL lightly nudged them and said, "Go faster."
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, because like, bro, you should know who you want in them, especially in the first round. Like, you should
In
have like
in,
if you're
in, in the in the fourth and fifth round, or even in the late third round, I get it, but not the first.
if you're picking especially if you're picking in the top 10, especially,
You should know
you
what
have
you're
you have a
doing.
board of 10 guys. So if you're like top 3 guy is still there by the time you pick, just draft him already.
The only
Like
reason you should be waiting is if you're negotiating a trade.
that's
That's it.
yeah, that's it.
Which I mean, the Chiefs did it early.
Here we go with the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year.
Walter Mayton? Did you just say Mayton? What are we doing today?
I was gonna say man of the year, but actually, so I was like Walter Mayton because I was like, oh man,
dude, it's 9:00 your time. I get it, but we're not at the wee hours yet, and we're both making mistakes.
By the time we pick, I'm gonna be so just like listen. The fact that the Yankees swept the Red Sox, now I don't care what the Eagles do because now my night's okay, even if the Eagles screw it up.
What?
So
now you're okay. Now you don't care.
You know why? Because as an Eagles fan, no matter who.
Oh my God! It's Sonny Styles, is it? Yeah, it's Sonny. It's Sonny.
Oh,
Sonny Styles is a
Giants
Commander.
Giants fans are not happy now.
I love it. I love it for Washington, man. It's the Bobby Wagner replacement. With Bobby Wagner still on the team, oh no. Sonny Styles about to go crazy.
Oh boy.
He's basically a Bobby Wagner prototype. Oh my God. Washington, you got a good one. Whoa.
That is absolutely crazy.
How do you feel? How do you feel? 2 good picks by 2 teams in your division. Yikes.
That's fine because they still don't have anybody that's gonna either stop Saquon Barkley or listen.
Wait, are you ready to see Sonny Styles smack Saquon Barkley in the face this year? Because that might happen.
It might, but do you know how strong Saquon is also? Like, listen.
If anyone in that division, as dumb as this sounds, if anyone in that division can match Saquon physically, it's this freak.
It's probably Sonny. Yeah, it is probably Sonny. But here's the thing though. Who is Sonny Styles gonna pick if they're running a read option with Jalen? It's like
do you know what happened last year? Everyone picked Saquon. Yeah, the Tanner, this is exactly what I'm saying. Sonny Styles with Bobby Wagner. He is the Bobby Wagner replacement.
Especially as someone to learn from Bobby. That's really damn good.
It's really good, man. Good. And Bobby's one of those guys who knows he's on his way out. He's going to love Sonny Styles. He's going to love him. And by the way, think about the rotation in linebackers, particularly in third down situations. You can put Sonny, like you have Bobby Wagner, and then you put in Sonny Styles or vice versa. You're going to scare teams. And yeah, Sonny is way younger and is going to be better in coverage and this and that, but it's scary. That's scary in a division that is, as we talked about with the Eagles, it's a run-the-ball division. Scatabo, Saquon, even Krosky Merritt and the group that they have in Washington, which of course we're not thinking about here. Who else am I missing? Cowboys. They always have an effective running game no matter who's back there. So here's a guy who can stop the run at an effective level with the guy like Bobby Wagner who has made a career of stopping the run. It's fantastic. It makes sense for the division. It makes sense long term. This is a team that's excuse me, Brandon, help me. 2 years removed from an NFC championship appearance. Now or 3 years removed?
What, from playing us?
Yes.
That championship game?
That's 3 years removed now.
No. That was the 2024.
Right. So you're 2 years removed from that.
Well, one season, 1 year in terms of the actual timeline, but 2 seasons because last year season before,
so 2 years removed from that, and you get an opportunity to get a guy this big, this physical, which he's basic. If you want to talk about, and you can add to this, Brandon, you want to talk about an athletic freak.
Yeah.
It's him. He's
Yep.
the athletic freak of this draft.
Yeah. He was easily the most athletic defender in this entire draft. Easily by a mile. And the fact that Washington gets him, and he's gonna get to learn under Bobby, and he's going to then take over for Bobby, is scary. so because let's be honest, Bobby's not what he used to be. Bobby's still good, but Bobby's not what he used to be. So
and Shane talks about all the time how much he's just with age struggled in coverage. That's what happens.
You're getting basically a prime Bobby Wagner to replace the retired Bobby Wagner, more or less, which is horrifying.
And by the way, a modern version of Bobby Wagner's skill set, which is faster and more physical and more athletic than Bobby ever was. That's the potential that Sonny Styles has. That's scary as all hell. That is scary.
Because, honestly, he's probably the best defensive prospect in this draft, and Washington got him. So
Washington absolutely got him without even a second thought. It's unbelievable. It's unfathomable. Oh my God. Washington is sitting there going, this draft went exactly how he wanted. 100%.
And this is why mocks every year are mocks
for a reason. They're not real.
Yeah. because and it's crazy. It's always some team that you think is gonna make a certain pick, and they make just a pick out of left field that's like on the other side of the ball, like what the Titans did. And it's like, well, the whole draft is shot now because these guys made a whole different pick than what we thought was gonna like. Jeremiah Love was a little bit surprising, but there was some mocks that had him going.
We kind of knew going into today that was going to be the move. There were rumors that that's going to be the move, and honestly, I would put I'll put a percentage on it. I'll go 85%. The Cardinals will get Ty Simpson. They're not going to sit here with Gardner Minshew at quarterback with a guy like Jeremiah Love and the rest of that incredible running back room, which, by the way, let's just be 100% honest here. That is one of the best running back rooms in the league. It was already last year, and it just got worlds better. I know it sounds crazy because the Cardinals suck, but we've sucked the last couple of years. But if you watch the Cardinals, that running back room was fantastic. That running back room was never the problem, and now they get another guy who's spectacular. Spectacular at that spot. So it does make sense. It's best player available, but you cannot go into training camp without a quarterback. Gardner Minshew cannot be your starter if Jeremiah Love is in the backfield. So Ty Simpson now, I hear it and I raise it and I say, you have to do it.
Yeah.
You have to do it. And you have to, there's no question that they're sitting there and going, they have to grab Ty Simpson because it doesn't matter.
Because the only other competition you have for Ty Simpson is the Jets.
And I don't even think the Jets are that interested. I would be surprised if they are.
Especially with a defensive head coach. They're more likely to go defense than anything else. And the thing is, they did early. They did.
And again, sorry to interrupt. I understand the whole every time Geno Smith gets hype from coaching staffs, it kind of goes out the window. But this staff feels pretty sincere about wanting to do at least something with Geno. And, 2026 is a better quarterback draft class. It does make sense.
Oh, my God. All right. After this pick, I will use the bathroom because I can't.
Yeah, no. All right, here's the Saints selection. It should pop up here soon.
Yeah, I'm like 15 seconds behind on TMI.
Yeah, I mean, and you're seeing it up here on the board anyway.
Yeah.
So I see it a little bit early as well. It just depends how it goes through. So if I was to, let's just wait for this selection to go through. But if I was the Cardinals right now, it's Jordan Tyson. Excellent choice. Fantastic pick. So they
You know what?
lost out on Tate. They need another receiver. They got Tyson.
We at least
It's a great move.
got the receiver part right. We just got the wrong one. we got the receiver part right. We just got the wrong one. But you know what though? What did I say to Scoop about wanting to get an impact player for Tyler Shuck? I said that they were either going to get, if it wasn't going to be Jeremiah Love, which now we know it wasn't. It was going to be some sort of wide receiver. I know how Kellen Moore likes to do things, and if you pair him with Chris Olave, those are two good wide receivers for Tyler Shuck to throw to.
Now they need to fix the offensive line, but again, the draft's not over.
They can do that, and exactly, they can do that. When you're in the top 10, you don't worry about the O-line. You can pick O-line anywhere. Because they have Tyler Shuck, Tanner.
They have Tyler Shuck, and Tyler Shuck's incredible. He's their franchise quarterback. They don't need a QB. Tyler Shuck is their guy. And by the way, Brandon, you can back me up on this. There's no reason that Tyler Shuck isn't their franchise quarterback after what we saw last year. There's no reason to believe against that.
With how much there's my former OC. I love you, Kellen.
And by the way, Tanner was like, is Shuck worthy of being a starter? No, he's not just worthy of being a starter. He's a franchise quarterback.
And the thing is,
franchise quarterback.
Well, I won't say that yet, but I will say he is at least worthy of being their starter for another year or two. I will say that he is worthy. If he builds off of it, then yeah, they got their franchise guy. But I will say the last year, how far he came, and how much he progressed in a short span of time. And then when he finally, that last month of this, if you look at the last month of Saints football, he balled out.
He was incredible. He was incredible.
Great. So honestly, I love the emotion from Jordan Tyson here too. I love the emotion. Right. That's awesome to see that. That's awesome. That looks like a man that's ready to do damage in New Orleans.
Yeah, that and Shane, I told Shane, because he's our quarterback guru as well as our safety guy. I told him to watch tape of Shuck, and the report he gave back to me was he's reading NFL defenses so well.
Yeah.
Tanner, as a Washingtonian myself, I can understand why you wouldn't have paid that much attention to New Orleans.
I mean, nobody pays attention to New Orleans, to be fair.
It is our job to pay attention to New Orleans.
Well,
that's the thing.
I keep tabs on them because their head coach is my former OC that won a Super Bowl, so I keep tabs on them a lot. So, but yeah, everybody, it's crazy. No one knew much about Tyler Shuck coming into the draft last year. No one even knew about him coming into Thanksgiving last year, and then by New Year's Day. Everybody knew the name Tyler Shuck.
By New Year's Day, people were saying he should win Rookie of the Year. That's how good he was.
That's how good he was in such a short span of time. That's how good he was.
Yeah, and I think he'll do that again moving forward. Yeah, Tanner's like, football is better when the Saints are good. Yeah, 100%. That dome rocking is a good time. The Browns are now on the clock, and then we get to see what the Giants, do with their selection at 10.
This should be Maui Noah.
This should be Maui Noah or some other offensive lineman.
This should be Maui Noah. Maybe Freeling, but if this isn't Maui Noah or Freeling, I don't know what the hell the Browns would be doing here.
I don't think so. Not even the ESPN saying Mekhi Lemon's the best fit. Figure out who your quarterback is first, and then get a receiver.
Who's gonna throw him the ball? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Is it Shedeur? I don't know.
Oh man, these picks are going by so fast. I want to use the bathroom, but I can't.
No, you can't. Go now. It's Cleveland. Go. It's go now because the Giants. Go now because I want your thing on the Giants pick. Go. But yeah, honestly, this is my thing with Cleveland. Like, they didn't invest too much in their quarterbacks. So, and this year's not a year to invest in quarterback. So either they figure out who their quarterback is this year, or they don't, and they just let it go, and then they worry about it next year. The Browns select. Let's see what they select here. It's Spencer Fontenot. All right, we're good with that. Totally good. Yep, this is the right move. If they thought he was the best lineman on the board, you're doing this to protect your quarterback long term. This is the right choice. It's not even really a shock. This is the right selection. A lot of teams are making surprising selections, but it makes a lot of sense. Fontenot is a guy I really loved in the combine and Senior Bowl. He's a guy that is just super athletic, can kick out so fast, and he's someone that has a lot of physical tools. If you watch what he did at the combine, his movement skills, especially left to right, the shiftiness, the explosiveness, including with that shiftiness, the athleticism. This is something that Cleveland just really loves, is the athleticism of a tackle. Fontenot is the right selection here, and again, yeah, Mario could have been slightly better, but if they like Fontenot's athleticism a little bit more, it is the right call in my opinion, without much thought.
Yeah, I see that.
Spencer Fontenot, Brandon.
Yeah, I see it. I'm a little shocked because I think Maui Noah's the better fit, but yeah, because you know why? Because wow, Giants picked fast.
Yeah, they know what they want. Did they want a receiver? This guy likes Pokemon and steroids. Yeah, fair play.
So what? They're going to draft what? You think they're going to draft Lemon?
They could. They
could.
need another receiver.
Compare them with Neighbors. Yeah, they could.
Compare with Neighbors. That's a hot 1-2 punch. Let's see. Giant selection here. It is Francis Maui Noah. They decide to protect their quarterback. And here's a run on lineman.
I know Giants fans won't like it because it's not a sexy pick, but you need to protect Jackson Dart. Hell, I understand that. Like, listen, if you're not going to protect him from himself because he keeps getting concussions and diving into defenders, at least have some bodyguards on the line to protect him from NFL defenders.
Yeah,
in the pocket.
Protect him from dying. This is a protect our quarterback from dying pick.
It's not the sexy pick,
but it's the right pick.
But to me, it's listen, now here's the hard part. Giants fans aren't gonna like it, and I understand why, because you don't have any DBs, so and you didn't draft a DB. So I get that. But
this is the right pick.
Wow, so Dallas jumped Miami. So Dallas and Miami just flipped.
Dallas and Miami flipped. Dallas corner. Oh my God. It's Ruben Bain. It's Ruben Bain. Think about it. This is Jerry Jones. He loves Miami guys. He loves Flash.
Which would be a mistake. So I love it.
It's Ruben Bain. This is Ruben Bain.
It's the classic. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be drafted here, but this is a classic Cowboys mistake. You don't have a DB. You don't have a single DB on the roster. This should have been Caleb Downs. Like, you like the what? So okay.
No, that's not what is happening. I'm just theorizing that the only way Jerry Jones and the Cowboys brass make this move is for someone like Bain.
But you know what's funny is, like, Bain won't matter. He won't get any sacks if the DBs are getting torched 2 seconds after the ball is snapped. I hope they know that. I don't think they do.
I don't think they do if they're trading up one slot.
It should be Downs. It should be.
It should be Downs or any of the other DBs that are still pretty good on the board. Because any of them make sense.
Like
any of them.
Yeah, but I think it's still a little early yet for a guy like a Thieneman and EMW. Like
I still think Thieneman to the Vikings makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at my Samoan King. It's just unfortunate he's a Giant. I have to root against him now. That's so sad.
Oh man, the NFC East making moves in front of you.
Except it's funny because the Giants still don't have still don't have DBs. So Giants fans, I understand that you wanted Sonny Styles, you didn't get him. You wanted a DB, you didn't get him. So okay, but listen, you still have two really good. Listen, if you're a Giants fan, you should still be happy with what you have because these are still two very good players.
I know this sounds really stupid. This is an A+ grade for them in every which way.
I would say
A-.
Yeah.
It's an A.
I would say
be an A.
I would say A- because the thing is, what would have made it an A is Sonny Styles over Arvell Reese.
All right, so here's the Cowboys trade. So Cowboys receive 11. The Dolphins got 5th and 6th. And
I see it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's just 2/5.
Oh, it's just 2/5. My apologies. Okay, Jerry Jones would not be this happy if it isn't Ruben Bain. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro, we know that bro. This has got to be Ruben Bain, bro. Jerry. This is the most hype Jerry Jones has been in 20 years. And you know who's probably in his ear telling him to draft Ruben Bain? Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin sitting there with the belt like this. Oh my God.
Even Jerry Jones would not be happy if this is a corner or a safety. I'm sorry. And if he is, I'd be stunned.
I can't, man. This should be Ruben Bain. It really should.
It shouldn't be, but it will.
Well, yeah. It will be. But the thing is, it should be Downs. Sorry. That. The Cowboys' biggest problem last year. Listen,
the Cowboys' problem is they like flashy players with weird pasts and not actual football players.
Yeah. And
when they draft actual football players, they're really good, except it's Dak Prescott at quarterback, which you might like him in the regular season, but he ain't a playoff performer.
So Dallas's answer for their good offense but awful defense is to, instead of beef up the bigger position, which is safety
or corner, the actual positions of need is an edge that they don't really need.
But do you know? Yeah, well, they kind of do. But do you know what happens when an edge? Well, when you don't have a DB, the edge can't get to the quarterback because when you don't have DBs, the edge isn't going to get to the quarterback. So it's not going to matter.
They literally just say schedule release coming in May. I need to know the dates for our schedule. I must know.
So apparently Scoop broke the news, or I don't know. Apparently it is going to be Downs.
Oh, so
it should be.
So if it's Downs, so have you ever seen Jerry Jones hype for a safety in his life? Have you ever seen him want a safety?
I'm shocked that he would pat. Yeah, Scoop just confirmed it since he's there. So yeah, it's Downs to Dallas.
It's Downs Dallas.
Smart.
Okay. It's smart. It's the right move. It's the right move 100%. So it is the right move. And this is what happens when you have a guy on the ground giving you information.
Oh, I love it.
But why trade? Did you really think the Dolphins? Actually, no, the Dolphins could have taken Downs for sure. It would have made sense, right? Or am I overthinking it?
Hold on, I'm just putting out those
feelers.
Yeah. I'm just making sure that everybody kind of knows what's up here.
Yep.
Yeah, but
imagine we get blindsided here.
Yeah, well, I mean, I swear, if Scoop's lying, which he shouldn't because he's there.
Yep. Good job, Scoopy. It's Caleb Downs. So wait, so here's my question though. My question is, I think the Dolphins probably were considering Downs. So that's maybe why you move up one spot. Jerry Jones is Jerry's always right. Tanner, Jerry is not always right. It's his son-in-law who does these decisions, and he's right in the modern era. Jerry Jones is not a very good owner.
So is there a chance that Miami could just keep their guy in Miami and say, "Hey, Bane"?
Weirdly, I still want your tight end here.
I know you do, but I'm saying just on the logical end, Bane makes a lot of sense.
But Bane makes sense in this range too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like, because how many times do we see guys, stay at home, like with certain teams? And I think this is the range.
Tanner said sarcasm. Thank you for the clarification. Jerry Jones is a Class 1 idiot, and I say that with a lot of love because I know that he's a billionaire and a great businessman because he is, and that the Cowboys are in his mind a business, and that's how he treats it, and that for better or for worse is what it is.
Yeah, Downs being a Cowboy, that's the first logical pick since David Bailey at 2. Oh man. At least in terms of what we expected to happen, I should say.
We could worse in sports. Yeah, I don't disagree. Although Tanner, you might have something to say about the Pirates and Athletics owners. Oh my God.
Caleb Downs.
Yeah, all right, Mary Kay Cabot of the Cleveland Plain Dealer said Browns coach Todd Monken said Spencer Fontenot was their top target because, I quote, character, toughness, and athleticism. This is what I said. He will play left tackle for the Cleveland Browns.
Owner while we're at it.
Throw in the Marlins owner while we're at it. We'll talk about this more tomorrow with Tanner.
I did not know he was Josh Downs' brother. I did not know
Even the
that.
Reds, the Reds suck. Why are the Reds on TV so much?
I really did not know that Caleb Downs came from such a strong football family like that.
That makes sense. If I sit back like this, am I muffled in any way? Or no?
You're just a little bit lower.
I'm just a little bit lower? Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, if anyone wants to see what this looks like. The mic is right there, and it's on top of a Costco mug. I can also hold it. What do I do? Let me get into like a big... This thing is so big. You're telling me that it's so low? That's crazy.
I love how Scoop and Nikki are like kind of going back and forth in one of our group chats. I'm like, Scoop, you're at the draft. Why are you even looking at your phone right now?
I don't know. You look cozy. Lean back. No, man, I'm not gonna lean back the whole way. Tanner, tell me, man, since you're in the comments, how's your setup looking for tomorrow? Are you making any adjustments or anything for tomorrow? This is such a ghetto setup, but are you like setting up the room in any way? Or you're just kind of leaving it because you're only gonna be on for about an hour tomorrow. Pig is in for the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins have the weirdest song in America. And look who has joined the room. Shane Hudson. Hey, buddy. How are you? Welcome to the show. Any surprises for you so far?
All of it.
All of
Not
it.
really. I mean, I'm a little surprised Sonny Styles fell to 7.
Yeah.
Oh my God! The Dolphins took Proctor.
Let's go. I'm so happy.
Oh
I'm so
my
happy that we don't have to
God.
draft him. I'm so happy that we don't have to draft him. Thank you. Not that I don't like him, but at the same time, he's like the last guy I wanted on my board, pretty much.
Proctor went
Oh, wait a
boards
minute.
like
Can I,
crazy.
can I text Scoop to see how he feels about that?
Yeah, no, please.
Wait, why are the Rams picking 13? Did I miss something?
That was the Chiefs trade, dude.
No, that
No.
was that
No.
gave no, the Chiefs trade.
No, my bad. This was the Atlanta Falcons trade last year. This was the thou should not be named sexual assault guy trade last year.
So Scoop just said to me, he said,
James
I'm
Pierce
shocked.
Jr.
Yeah, Scoop just said
I
to me,
don't even remember that.
Yeah, Scoop just said, I'm shocked. Good for him, but holy risk.
Yep.
It's a risk.
I think at this spot, yeah.
I mean, they need O-line, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, good Tana. I like it. It's gonna look sick, dude, for tomorrow. Yeah, the holy risk I think is right. Shane, look at how ghetto this is. I literally had to go and like to Fred Meyer and get this like cable set up and everything. It's a Costco mug. It's a microphone on top of a Costco mug.
So Scoop gave me more. He just said they said they know that they need to protect Willis, and either way, plenty of people believe Proctor plays up moving inside anyway. So I get the fit making sense. Still am shocked but happy for him.
Oh, fair play. Yeah, so this was the James Pierce Jr. trade last year. That's why the Rams are at 13.
moving. Wait, how tall is Proctor?
Is he
Proctor,
6'8", 6'7"?
I think he is. Yeah, I'll check.
I mean, moving a guy. Let's see. It's so wild to me that there are NFL players being drafted born in 2005 and 6.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
So Caden Proctor, his combine measurement was 6'6", 5'8", 352.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, that's not a guard.
That's not a guard.
Sarish, I forgot to ask Sarish how he feels. Sarish just put in our group chat, sell the team. He said, sell the
The reason resident Dolphins fan is not happy about this pick.
Oh my god, man! Listen, it's a decent move for them. It makes sense.
It does make sense, but moving the guards nuts.
I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it either.
Sarish, I'm so serious.
He's so done. Yes, we have friends from many different teams, including the Dolphins, the Steelers, of course, with Adam.
Yeah, all my friends are basically different. Well, like because you guys are out in Seattle, over here I'm like the only Eagles fan within a 30-mile radius.
Except Scoop, even though Scoop's in Mississippi.
Except Scoop. Well, yeah, but Scoop even so. Scoop is I'm saying like Jersey in general.
Yeah.
I was an Eagles fan before it was cool in North Jersey. People come up to me now at work and they're like, "Go Birds." And I'm like, "Are we in Philly?" Like, I'm like, I was here before you were. I didn't see any of the people here 10, 15 years ago. Where are you coming from?
Shane, how was batting practice for your high school kids today? Looking good?
Yeah, it's the usual thing. I'm running on like 5 hours of sleep, so
Damn,
that was cool.
Damn, well,
but
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Oh, dude, this is like my favorite show of the year. I wouldn't miss it. All right.
Oh yeah, this is great.
I will say though, I like now that
It's
they had
faster.
8 minutes.
Yeah, it's faster. We're in pick
10
13
minutes,
already.
bro.
Like
Yes.
what was it? This is going by the old, and also less commercial breaks too.
Oh
Which is
yeah,
like-
much less.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, like if this was the old draft setup, we'd only be on like
we'd be in pick
five.
8 or like 7 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, like these drafts, you'd be like, oh yeah, we're gonna be on for 3 hours, and the freaking first round would take 4.5 hours. And I'm like, okay, why are we still here?
I think technically we're scheduled to be on until midnight Eastern. I don't think we're gonna hit that. I think we're gonna be on much earlier than that, considering how fast this is already going.
I'll tell you what. I know Scoop told me this, but I said I disagreed with him before because we were talking about Ruben Bain and the situation that was going on with him before the draft.
But teams knew about that during Combine Week. Let me make that very clear.
Yeah. Like he was like, oh yeah, he's like, I don't think that's gonna affect anything. I'm like, it might. Like it's probably part of the reason he's sliding right now.
It's part of the reason, but teams already knew that, so we already knew he was gonna slide anyway.
Yeah.
Because teams knew this. Like they wouldn't just not give him this. They wouldn't just leave that information out for some random person to report.
No.
It's not the bong rip. We're past the bong rip era.
That was Laramie Tunsil, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
That's my favorite draft moment of all time was Laramie Tunsil's bong rip. And then he turns into, and he should have went, and you know what? Even with the bong rip, he should have still went number 1. That's how great of a career he's had.
Why is ESPN so behind?
I don't know. Like
The pick is already out on PFF.
Yeah, Scoop broke downs to us before like anybody else had it. Like I was like, wow, this is behind.
I'll pull up PFFs. Why not? I'll pull them up.
Yeah, if it's faster, pull up PFF.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's interesting. I think Scoop will be kind of happy about this, maybe.
You can say it, by the way.
Ty Simpson.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my! I love it actually. I do.
Oh my god!
Wait, what website are you on?
You know what? Not for nothing, but
PFF.
remember last year for the draft, Rob, you kept saying that you wanted the Rams to take Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
Well, now they have their other quarterback.
Wait.
They didn't get one last year. They got one this year.
All I'm seeing is
I don't think Simpson's as good as Dart, though.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just like it's interesting that the Rams, who we thought were going to take a quarterback last year,
they're taking one now, which I think is the right move because I don't want Ty Simpson to start this year or next year.
He's not gonna because this is probably Stafford's last year.
So that's actually a good move. I like it.
So I wonder if that means because there's been rumors going around that Jimmy G might be retiring. I wonder if this decision was made in light of that. If they know something.
I think so. I think so too.
Interesting. That's really interesting.
Do you guys have? Okay, wait. I need to contact Scoop. I need to hit up Scoop for this. I'm gonna ask Scoop for some assistance. I know 14 as well. It's the OE kid.
Oh, the guard.
Yeah.
From Penn State.
Yep, which I think is a great move for the Ravens.
That's good.
Ione
to the Ravens.
But see, what did I tell you? I said this would be the range where you could see a Kenyon Sadiq kind of start to come into play. I knew that it was too early for Sadiq to come off the board at like 11 or 12. I was like, you're probably gonna start seeing him in this range somewhere.
Yeah, but I don't think Baltimore needed Sadiq. I think Ione makes more sense.
Did Did I have him drafting Sadiq yesterday when we did our last mock draft? Did I have Sadiq? I know Sadiq. Did I have
No.
Ione going?
I think you did. I'll double check.
Didn't one of our mocks that we did have Ione go to Baltimore?
I'm gonna check right now.
One of the mocks we did, I could have sworn we had Ione going to Baltimore.
Adam had Ione going to Baltimore
that
this
sounds
morning.
right.
And then we might have
okay.
had it in our mock. I just don't remember. I think in the one that we did, Ione went to Baltimore. But Ione to Baltimore.
Not gonna lie, that's the best spot for Simpson to go. You're learning on your bro. You're gonna be a Sean McVay quarterback. It's fantastic.
And by the way, I don't think this draft had enough talent for them to upgrade in the first round. To upgrade a position of real need. So
Yeah.
I think this is actually a lot smarter.
Other than safety.
Other than safety, but again, I don't love the safeties in this class necessarily. And yeah, maybe McNeil Warren, but I don't know. I just feel like this is the right way.
Wait, here's Tanner. Excluding Hurts, I just saw Hurts. Every time I see anything about Jalen Hurts, my ears go up.
Yeah, this is Brandon's question.
Last Bama QB to have success in the NFL. Well, do you count Mac Jones' rookie year?
Yeah, probably. That's about it.
Because Tua not really. Tua was never that great. Because isn't that crazy that I still think about
Tua
that.
was decent.
Yeah, but
like
success. Yeah, it's like Mac Jones' rookie year, and that's about it. It's like around the time of Jalen. Yeah, like that's crazy to think of that quarterback room, that picture of three of them: Mac Jones, Tua, and Jalen, all three together. But that's excluding Hurts, who's the last Bama.
The most successful is the one that got benched of those three.
Yeah. I'm trying to think though. Even back at Bama, I thought Jalen was the best one of the three. I was never sold on Tua. I thought Mac Jones was not as great as people thought he was. So I was
at the time, I definitely felt Tua was the better pure passer.
Well, you know what? Well, yeah, but you know what I knew, like I said it, I think even back then, I remember telling people, like, just watching Bama games, I'm like, Jalen's not the better quarterback right now. He's the most explosive and athletic. And he's
a better athlete for sure.
Yeah. Like that's I always kind of favored him more anyway.
Oh, tap as big as in.
Now is this Kenyon Sadiq? Possibly, maybe,
Mayhaps.
Yeah. Who the hell came up with the word mayhaps? I want to have a conversation with that person.
It's maybe and perhaps stuck together.
It's stupid.
No, it's great.
No, it's not.
So if he falls past Tampa, the only other spot he could go is Carolina.
Yeah, but I still would rather have Carolina take a corner. Well, I guess I'd rather them take a defensive player.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Why is NFL Network so behind? Oh my god! Like we're just seeing the Ione pick now for the Ravens.
Yep.
Like, why is that taking
ages
this long? Why has the draft all of a sudden gotten slower? Now we've gotten to like the half.
Do the Chargers take Sadiq?
Well, no, because they could, but then what do you do with
Miami is picking again at 30?
Yeah, because what do you do with Gadsden then? Their rookie tight end.
I don't care about Gadsden. He's better than Gadsden.
Yeah, but here's the thing: I don't want to see. My problem is Sadiq. I love Sadiq as both a blocker and a receiving tight end, but Harbaugh doesn't like to throw the ball like that. He likes to run the ball. I don't want to see Sadiq used mostly as a blocker. He's too explosive for that. Unless they want to give Herbert, I guess, another weapon to throw to, but he's got plenty already. How much help does Justin Herbert need?
A lot, apparently.
Like you need a
A lot.
line. You need a line. You don't
Yeah.
need you don't
Oh no,
need
I agree. I don't think they would take him. I'm just
Yeah.
spitballing.
But see, at that point, if he's falling that far, like please let us jump them. Like let us swap at Pittsburgh and take him.
I know, right?
Especially since Goddard and Calcaterra are 1-year deals. These guys are gone after the year. So I'm not saying we would take him, but if he doesn't go here and we start and the Eagles are on Sadiq watch,
You're gonna lose your mind.
I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be like sitting there praying. But the thing is, we don't draft tight ends early, so I don't think it would be Sadiq, even if he fell to us. But Tampa could do it, but the thing is with Tampa is like I don't get why you would sign Kate on to a 3-year deal. That's what I can't get out of my mind.
That's a fair point, yeah.
Like they could still do it, but at the same time, why the hell would you do it? The thing is, for Tampa, you need defense. Like, yeah, you lost Mike Evans. I get that. So hey, maybe this could be Mekhi Lemon. But you need defense because that defense sold them a lot last year. That offense was fine. That defense was putrid in the second half of the season, especially.
Yeah, I'll take a good defensive player over a good receiver.
And you have a defensive head coach. So you would figure that this should be a defender of some sort. There should be somebody. Like I can see them like going, like wide receiver and going Lemon, but at the same time, like, okay, so you got Baker throwing the ball to Lemon, so who's basically your Mike Evans replacement? Who the hell's on your defense? Nobody. So you're not getting any better. So like I don't know. That's why now I'm starting to think that Sadiq won't go here anyway because I'm like, you've got a tight end locked up for 3 more years. You need a wide receiver, not a tight end, and you need defense. So this probably isn't Sadiq now. I'd be shocked if it was. Well, shocked and sad, but we know why. But still,
Yep. Okay. Hang on one moment. Bam.
Ruben Bain, Mekhi Lemon, Kenyon Sadiq, EMW. The Eagles are going to have a damn good player by the time they pick. They should.
All right, here's the PFF tracker. Thank you, Scoop, for allowing me access. It is Ruben Bain to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And you know what? I was close with saying Miami was going to take him. I had the right state, just the wrong team. I was close. Right state, wrong team. Okay. But that's smart. That is smart.
And I think it's great value. That could be a top 5 prospect at 15.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I forgot they even lost Jamel Dean too. Oh my God. So yeah, they needed. So now the Jets don't go Ty Simpson. So now do the Jets go Mekhi Lemon like we heard this morning? Would they do that?
I think so. I think that would be excellent. Boys, we still like Thielen to the Vikings at 18. Still very much in play,
I still like that. I still think that's where they go. I think if they went anywhere else, I wouldn't like it. I don't think. Because they're
taking their sweet time.
Oh, Scoop just told me this.
Yes.
Eagles tried to get 15 or 16. Both teams kept their picks. So both teams basically hung up on Howie Roseman, which I understand, but still. Both teams saw 2 on 5 and said, "No, I'm good. Decline."
No, answer the call. Goodbye.
Because the second you answer that call, you're screwed.
Oh my god.
I wonder who they had in mind.
I'm very curious now who they had in mind.
Well, you know how he's still working. So listen, just because they didn't get 15 or 16 doesn't mean they couldn't get 17, 18, 19. We're still working here.
Yeah. Where's Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh has all their picks and they're doing nothing.
Well, they're not picking till like 20 or 21.
Yeah, but they have millions of picks in this draft.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Do you like this pick from Tampa? Yes. Just mark yes. I don't really hate any of these selections so far. I think there's some surprises, but I understand the logic behind every single one.
Jeez,
I'm not
Jets are
like-
taking forever.
Yeah, the Jets are being idiots and taking forever.
Watch them take Kenyon Sadiq.
Watch them take a quarterback. What? Oh my God, Carson Beck. If it's Carson Beck, I've heard Carson Beck first round rumors. I've heard Carson Beck first round rumors from Tom Pelissero this morning. So
Then Woody Johnson really would be on crack or ketamine or something.
Oh my God. Scoop broke it. Sadiq is a Jet.
I love it.
Sadiq's
love
a
it.
Jet.
I love it.
Well, you just ruined my tight end. Fuck you.
There's shade with you. Brandon, where's your Oregon cap? Where's your Oregon stuff? Put it on. Put it on. Go put it on.
I hate it for Sadiq, but you know.
I absolutely despise that for Sadiq. I despise that. The war crimes I'm about to commit. It's in my backyard. It's in East Rutherford. It's in my back. I swear.
He's 15 minutes away from you at
I
least.
swear to God.
At least that's helpful.
Sadiq is a Jet. Oh, rip that man's career. I'm so sorry, Kenyon. You deserve better than this. Kenyon, if you can hear me, my love. you deserve better than this, Pookie.
Where's your Oregon gear?
You get to go catch passes from Geno Smith.
Woo! Yay! God damn.
They've banished my boy to hell. I'm so sad. My tight end is going to NFL hell.
Wait. You know he's going to catch passes at MetLife Stadium with that garbage turf. We haven't talked about that yet.
Oh, my God. They're going to kill my tight end. They're going to kill my tight end.
Robert, hit refresh. The next 2 picks are in.
Okay, I'm doing that right now.
Oh, they're gonna kill my tight end.
The next 2 picks.
I'm so upset. They're gonna kill my tight end. Oh my God. Where's my Oregon hat? Do you even want to put it on at this point?
Yes. Yeah, it's Kenyon Sadiq at 16 and then Blake Miller at 17.
That's a reach.
That's a reach. My
I think I
God.
watched somebody to the Lions, but it wasn't him.
It wasn't him. He's not the best tackle left.
I can't find my Oregon hat. This is a problem.
This is a problem.
Oh, I found it. I didn't want to find this. This is upsetting to me. Okay, fine.
Wait,
Fine.
Shane, put your Oregon hat back on. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Put it on. Your boy got banished.
They're gonna massacre my boy. They banished him to hell.
Miller was a massive reach here. That's a massive reach by Detroit.
I can't believe the Jets banished my tight end to hell.
And yes, everybody, I'm a fan of
The
both
Husk-
Washington and Oregon. Sue me.
Well, it's mostly because of your family.
No, I know. There's a reason for it.
Wait, Kenyon Sadiq is in Idaho? Or we're putting him in the East Coast?
Oh, they've been. I'm so upset. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
Is that where he's from? Idaho?
I think so. Why do I have to refresh the PFF track?
They literally banned. I can't. I'm so sorry, Kenyon. You deserve better than this. I'm sorry that you have to play in that wind tunnel prison in East Rutherford. I'm so sorry.
Did you just say wind tunnel prison?
Oh yes, that's what it is. It's a. Have you seen the outside of MetLife Stadium?
Yes, I have.
I'm sorry because we're playing the stupid World Cup here, New York, New Jersey Stadium. I'm sorry.
It's not called MetLife for the next 3 months.
I don't care. FIFA's pissed me off, and now the Jets piss me off. East Rutherford, New Jersey pisses me off. I'm so done.
You know you have to pay. You know that on your block is going to be a block party.
It's the wrong shade of green that Kenyon Sadiq is wearing right now. It's the wrong shade of green. I can't stand this.
Well, technically you are wearing kind of Jets colors, kind of.
No, the Jets colors are the ugly Kelly green, like the Philly throwback jerseys.
I like that you hate the throwback unis.
They're awful.
Oh my god! Apparently, I heard. I don't know if this is true. I just heard from. I'm not. I won't say it. Screw it. I'm not gonna say it.
Say what you want to say.
I can't even be happy for the Eagles pick now. I feel like because I'm just gonna be thinking about how they put my boy in hell. I can't.
Wait. So you turn to the Yankees swept the Red Sox. This is great. To my boy's in hell.
I have to put the Eagles hat back on. I just have to.
Yeah, Shane, you can switch your hat. I'm wearing my Seahawks shirt today, and I'm gonna wear this tomorrow too.
I'm so upset.
Tanner, if you're still here, please wear Seahawks gear tomorrow. Thank you. Or yeah, please wear gear. I request that you wear gear.
That's it.
Oh, thank you.
That's the tweet.
What's your tweet?
Hold on.
The Rams called Stafford today to inform him that they plan to select Ty Simpson. Okay, is that news? If they don't do that, they're idiots.
So yeah, that's my tweet on Twitter. I can't believe the Jets banished my tight end to hell. That's the tweet.
It's a great tweet. Joe Shane said, or the Giants GM said, Averill Reese was their top-rated non-quarterback. I understand that.
So right now, BPA apparently, according to Philly's board, is Thieneman.
Yeah, I still don't
think he gets to us.
I still think the Vikings should do it right now.
He doesn't drop that far for sure.
Unless we were to jump like not Thieneman, but if we were to jump up for like EMW, maybe Dallas.
Yeah.
They could still jump Dallas.
Aloha, Patrick, and this is a great time to promote. It's kind of blocking my view here currently, but Lion Coffee right there. Go get your coffee. HawaiianCoffeeCompany.com. I had some this morning. It's amazing. I would have some right now, but that was a pretty big cup I had this morning, so I don't want to have to go poop in the middle of the show. So I didn't. But please go get your coffee. LionCoffeeCompany.com. Right over there, right next to me, and right above, or right below, I should say, the greatest of all time. To most people, Michael Jordan. In fact,
he is the greatest of all time. End of discussion.
In fact, since I have this up, since we have this up and we have some extra time, I will showcase the wonderful website.
Oh boy, we are now We're on upset watch, boys.
What do you mean?
NBA. The Knicks lost again to the Hawks by 1.
Idiots. It's Caleb Banks out of Florida.
That is
For
a
the
massive. That
massive
is a
reach.
Massive reach. Massive
That's a
reach.
huge reach.
Oh my God, the Dylan Peterman pipeline is still alive for me. God damn it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. If it's my GOAT, I'm gonna cry. Like, then I can forgive the Jets for the Sadiq pick. If my GOAT falls to us, then I can forgive the Jets.
I'm gonna quickly share.
Which I still don't think is gonna happen because someone like Dallas will probably take him.
Well, no, because they took Downs.
Well, no, yeah. But you know what? No, knowing how stupid Jerry Jones is, he'll double down on safety.
Just because he'll probably forget.
Yeah, he'll get Alzheimer's.
He'll probably get Alzheimer's. Since we're showcasing the draft, I might as well showcase Patrick's wonderful website of hawaiicoffee.com. If you put in your email address, you get $10 or 10% off your order. Look at all the premium coffee here, man. Premium coffee. Here's a sampler. Let me see what's here that I absolutely love. So right now, this is the one that I'm currently drinking. The vanilla macadamia nut coffee, 1 bag, $14, great price. It's a fantastic bag of coffee, guys. And you know what's the coolest part about this? I don't know if I can showcase it on. Oh yes, I can. The tag right here. I don't know if can you guys see that okay on the
A little bit.
A little bit. I'll pop that closer here. Code Patrick10 works as well. Yeah, Patrick10 works for 10% off as well. Right here on the bag, right here on the top, you can see a little lion right here. I love that. I don't know how to explain how good this coffee is other than it actually tastes like Hawaii. It genuinely tastes like I'm on the beach in Hawaii. That's how much I love it. This is the bag I've been working through right now. $14 is great value for the amazing level of coffee. Toasted coconut, original roast. There's chocolate macadamia, regular macadamia. Let me see if there's decaf as well. The gold roast, I have a few of those. $14, and here's the pods as well. If you have a Keurig, the pods, $15 for pods of toasted coconut. Here's the pods as well. I just love the design. I mean, the design work is incredible. And yeah, this goes on your Keurig right there. I want to, because Patrick's gonna, I want to see some of the other stuff that we have here. The merchandise is great, by the way. I know that we're getting some merchandise to wear on the show. Blended, there's tea as well. It's absolutely fantastic coffee. So I highly recommend it. Patrick10 for 10% off. Go get your coffee today. I cannot speak highly enough of the work that Patrick and his team do with this coffee. I'm so passionate about this because it has turned me into a daily coffee drinker. This is how good this stuff is. It's absolutely fantastic. So go ahead and get your coffee right there. And
it smells amazing.
It smells amazing. Yes.
A lot of times,
yes.
A lot of times the coffee smell is very strong for me and kind of gives me a headache, but this is I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Brandon, I know that you're not a coffee drinker, but you told me that your grandparents absolutely adore and have been smacking that coffee.
Oh yeah. The second it came in the mail, actually, the second it came in the mail, I actually picked it up. And I was like, hey, by the way, I was literally leaving for work, and it came right to the front door. I was like, all right, I'll just bring it in real quick before I leave. This is my grandmother. I said, hey, by the way, this is coming all the way from
Maui.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is don't be alarmed. Like, this is literally a package that we got from one of our good friends and sponsors of the show. And I was like, by the way, it's coffee. I'm like, you guys know I don't drink it, but I'll give it to you guys. She's like, yeah, we'll take it. And usually she's skeptical about packages that come, that she doesn't know about. And So he's like, yeah, I'll try it. If they, because I trust you on that. So they had it the next morning, and they actually came into my room like right before.
Oahu. All right. Thank Oahu. Oahu,
And
where Patrick
and
is
I was
from.
gonna say I don't
Oahu,
think it's
bro.
Maui, but
Yeah, Oahu. Thank you, Patrick. I always messed that up.
we jumped Pittsburgh. We jumped Pittsburgh. So we now have
Oahu.
we have
Yeah.
the 20th.
Oahu is a beautiful place.
We got the 20th pick.
20th pick. Patrick, once we make some money on the show, I'm coming up and playing some golf with you and the boys and seeing what you guys come up there.
Oh, and by the way, real quick, we traded up with Dallas, by the way.
And then Scoop just said Philly guaranteed to get Thiemann, Freeling, Lemon, Mesidor, or ENW or McCoy. Wouldn't do the last.
I will love it. I'll love it. No matter which one of those guys comes here, I love that.
I don't know about McCoy. But to continue your story, Brandon, because I want to give so much love to these guys on these next two shows. So what were your grandparents saying about the wonderful coffee, Patrick?
They came in the next morning because they had the morning after because I went to work. They didn't go to bed drinking it. So the next morning they got up. I was like, yeah, we'll try it. And they actually came in. They're like, tell the guys and tell Patrick and all them like that's really damn good coffee. Like that's really good coffee. so they and usually like my grandparents are like when it comes to coffee, my grandfather's like when it comes to food or any kind of drink in general, like my grandfather's like, yeah, it's just all right, whatever. He's like, no, it was pretty good. And I was like, okay, that's good for someone who's like the Russian judge of the family.
Yeah,
So I was like, okay,
yeah.
So
and then pretty good. I'll also shout out the tea as well. If you're not a coffee drinker, they also have fantastic tea blends as well on the website. So if you have any curiosity, of course, our primary focus is the coffee here, but and then some of the merch. I'll show you guys. This merch is incredible. There's an Aloha trucker hat, which I got a sneak peek of a few weeks back. I thought this was sick. I thought this was sick. I got a sneak peek at this hat. I think before it was released or right when it was getting released. Also, Patrick has given me some sneak peeks at some other products that they've been working on that we cannot talk about at the moment on air. But yeah, he's been keeping me in the loop of all the stuff that's been going on over there. And again, yeah, right there, get yours right here on this website. Patrick 10% off from Oahu. I always mess up where Patrick is, but from Oahu, guys. I mean, can't go wrong. And thanks, Patrick, for providing me with a sign to go right behind my head, which I think is the best promotion you could ever possibly get. So much love to Patrick and go get your coffee.
The North Shore of Oahu is genuinely one of the most beautiful places I've ever been.
Yeah, it's incredible. I know that.
I was like, wow.
I love how the two Cowboys fans that I know. It's so funny because I'm always talking. Well, Rob, Chief.
Yeah.
So Chief was like, "No way, we just traded with Philly for like no way, we just gave Philly the 20th pick." And then one of our other TCA guys, Yak was like, "Chief, it's Philly. They always get their man." I'm like, "Yeah, you're not wrong." So
the Eagles received 20. Dallas receives 23, 114, and 137.
That's fine. That's all. Hey, man,
that's nothing.
Look at that. Look at Adam complimenting you, Shane.
Hi, Shane, you beautiful, beautiful man. Adam said,
"My guy."
Moreau Freeling still available for the Steelers. Pretty incredible.
So that means we didn't go with him. So please let me react to this in real time for our pick, since I'm right here anyway. I'm not looking at you guys or anything. Like I'm looking at this TV screen. Like that's where I'm looking because I don't want to see anything about who we picked until I see it on my TV screen.
Moreau Freeling goes to The
Well,
Panthers.
Adam, I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus.
Adam, I'm
You
sorry.
spoke-
I'm just right as I said
Oh.
that, I just refreshed and Moreau Freeling is a Panther.
Oh my
An
God.
excellent selection. Mama's a yoga instructor. No wonder he's so big. Brandon.
Huh?
Brandon.
What?
Close your eyes. This
Yeah,
is how I want you to
I
do
saw
this.
it too.
Yep. Close your eyes. And close your eyes and turn your chair around.
What the hell? Why is it like the voice?
Turn your chair. Okay. The Philadelphia Eagles with the 20th pick select wide receiver, USC, Mekhi Lemon.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Well, guess what? That means you're moving off AJ Brown because you
That's
guys
fine.
can't have that
Get off
many
my
receivers.
football team. Goodbye. Don't need you here. Let's go. Goodbye. Oh, God, I love it. God, I love that.
So I'm telling you, that means no AJ Brown. You can't get 4 receivers in one offseason or 3 receivers in one offseason and not move off AJ.
Oh,
That's what this means.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Now, here's the thing. Can you please be better than the last USC receiver we drafted?
Which was what? Arcega Whiteside?
No, he was from Stanford.
Oh, it's Nelson Aguilar.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Okay.
I am praying to God. I'm praying to God it's not in the Nelson Aguilar. I don't want that, brother. But hey, man, people thought that he was the best wide receiver in the draft.
And he
So you know
falls.
what?
You trade
Love
with Dallas of all teams to get him.
So basically, given his height and his weight and his 40, what are they expecting? They expect another Deshaun Jackson?
Where Shane, of the wide receivers right now in Philly, where would you play him from a schematic standpoint?
Are we assuming AJ Brown is there or no?
Let's assume he's not there.
Okay. Let me look. Hold on.
Because the
So I forget.
Eagles. So
Who
hold
they-
on. I'll pull up the Eagles depth chart right now as well.
Thank you.
For you. So share this tab. So it's assuming AJ Brown is not there. You have Dontavian Wicks,
He's our three,
Devontae
probably.
Smith, Hollywood Brown, Elijah Moore, and
But
then
now with
Mekhi.
with Mekhi Lemon, that's a great wide receiver room. Not gonna lie.
And then by the way, if AJ stays there, it's even better. But let's assume it's not happening because right now there's no way AJ stays an Eagle. I'd be stunned. So let's just assume no AJ. Where would you have him placed here?
Hold on. Wait. I mean, Devontae's our 1, Lemon's our 2. I would say Wicks is probably our. Surprised they have Wicks as our 4.
What about Hollywood
Yeah.
Brown?
Hollywood's technically Hollywood right now is considered their 3 on ESPN. I don't agree with that.
I don't think so. I think it's Wicks. I think Wicks is your 3. Our 3. I should
No,
say.
but from a schematic standpoint, Shane, where would you put him and describe to our audience like all these positions and stuff that we talked about the last few
Let's
weeks?
see. I think I would. Okay, let me.
It's a tough
let me think
group.
about
It's a
this.
tough group because this. Would you agree, Brandon, that even without AJ Brown, this is a pretty fast group, pretty agile receiving core?
So
Yeah.
the name of the Eagles game in 2027. Well, remember what's always made the Eagles successful.
Gross, a player I like to a team I hate from Adam, of course.
What's always made the Eagles successful is that they always it's speed and athleticism. And
Yeah.
when Philadelphia has made their Super Bowls, it's predicated off of a lot of speed. You know, a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism. Jesus. But so that wide receiver room, I kid you not, that's the fastest wide receiver room in the NFL.
It's
That's a race.
it's a
That's
top
race.
it's a top 2 or
Race
3
car.
bare
Yeah.
minimum.
It's a race car. You have Devontae Smith who catches everything. Mekhi Lemon who is one of the best wide receivers in this draft, who catches everything. His catch radius is like Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
So the only thing I'm a little worried about is that him and Devontae are, I think, kind of the same build.
Yeah, you don't have a ton of size
So
without
that,
AJ.
That worries me.
Lemon's
but here's the thing.
bigger though.
Yeah,
Than
but the
Devontae.
thing, but the thing is that I'm saying like height wise. So because like AJ was like your 6'1", your tall guy, 6'1", 6'2", whatever he was, like, and then Smitty was your 5'11" guy that was more the route runner, polished route runner. So I kind of get it, but when the thing is, if Devontae Smith has no problem catching balls from Jalen Hurts, and Mekhi Lemon's gonna have no problems either, because Mekhi Lemon's got the catch radius, he's got the athletic ability. You're basically putting 2 Devontae Smiths beside each other. That's what you're doing.
Which is kind of crazy. And
Yeah.
sorry, my
I think-
water just completely finished. So if you hear tapping, that's my water bottle.
I think they go probably one of 2 routes here. No pun intended. I think either. This is what I would do. I would do one of these 2 things. I would either move Devontae to X, have Hollywood Brown as Z, and then Lemon at F in the slot.
I feel like Lemon's a slot guy. I feel like that's exactly where I would love to have him.
Or I would put Lemon at X, keep Devontae at Z, and then put Wicks at F.
Okay, I like that. And again, for our audience, talk about those 3, because we have some new viewers, those 3, X, F, and Z, and the importance of those.
That's what's tricky. Is like they really don't. Assuming they don't have AJ Brown, they don't really have like a true X.
Yeah. So wait,
Because-
so tell our audience again what those things are, because we have some new viewers today. So I just want to make sure that people know what we're talking about.
Yeah. So X and Z are the wideouts. X is the one on the quote unquote weak side of the field of the offense, who is that's kind of your tactical route runner who's who can get like tough catches and just I guess the guy that stretches the field horizontally. And then Z is the outside receiver on the strong side, who that's your speedy guy, your burner who can get deep. He stretches the field vertically. And then F is the slot guy, who's kind of the guy that plays in the middle of the field, gets the tough catches, that sort of thing.
Oh my God, it's Max I.
Well,
For the-
Pittsburgh. Hold on, I'm gonna go tell my grandfather the good news.
Yeah, smash that like button and share. Absolutely. Thank you, Clayton. We appreciate that reminder. That's a wild pick for the Steelers. That's a bit of a reach with the amount of we're all spilling. Well, that's a bit of a reach for the Steelers, I would think. There's other tackles here that I kind of like.
I can't believe Thieneman is still on the board.
I know, that's crazy. Like, if I look at the offensive tackles, I like Lomu more. You know what I mean? And then if I look at interior, I mean, I like Pregnon a little bit more. So I'm a little surprised by that.
Oh, you know how I feel about Pregnon.
I know how you feel about Pregnon. You want to get him pregnant. That's why his name is Pregnon. But yeah, Max I here is an interesting. I like it because it is a Steelers pick, very physical, very hard-nosed tackle. I understand it. I just would rather have had Lomu at this spot. Oh my God, this draft is going so quick. We're already at 22. Thank the
Yeah,
Lord.
we're not. It's not going to take till midnight.
Thank the Lord.
We've been here for 2
Because
hours.
the last few years it took till midnight and it would piss me off.
This draft is probably done at 11:30, the latest.
Yeah, which is great. What are the Chargers? Now is this a spot for Thieneman with the Chargers?
So apparently,
well, no, because Derwin James.
He's always hurt though.
So
That's fair. Brandon, yes.
who is breaking this news? I need to see this because Scoop didn't break this news to me. I'm just trying to make sure that
This is a real thing.
Hold on. I'm just texting Scoop.
Yep, that's fine. We're being analysts today. Wow, yes, CJ hit a clutch elbow jumper. The Knicks are screwed, man. The Knicks don't know what they're doing.
Because even if they make it past that series, you let the Hawks get 2 games out of you in a row.
Yeah, you're not going to the second round. No way.
That like my brother in Christ, that's bad. I'm waiting on Scoop to see if that's what we're doing here, because I just saw something interesting from one of my buddies. I'm gonna type it in Spanish. Verdad?
Chargers pick is in. I want to see who it is.
I'm not crazy about Lemon to Philly. I'm not gonna lie.
I like it, but if you don't have AJ, who's gonna be your big physical guy?
Yeah, they don't have an X.
They don't have a physical guy. I like the move as long as they can get somebody who's physical, which they still can. But
so then what? You trade up, you give away 3 picks and trade up to 20 just to get an F?
yeah, I'm not sure about that. I see where your head's at, but I don't think they're done is my thought process.
No, but I don't know. At this moment,
as of right now, it's not amazing. I haven't seen the Chargers selection. It is Akeem Mesidor, edge out of Miami. We liked Akeem, Brandon. We liked Akeem as we got through the process.
And I like that because at some point you're going to have to replace Khalil Mack, right? Like,
right.
So, you
know where? Sorry.
No, that's basically what I was going to say.
I was going to say, you know where Thieneman's probably going?
Where?
Buffalo.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, and they need it. They need it bad. They need a secondary.
Adam, thoughts on the Steelers pick from a Steelers fan? Sky high potential for Max. Guess this means Fontu to left tackle. Like the pick. I prefer Lomu, but can't argue with the potential. I still prefer Lomu. Yeah. I think we've all kind of agreed with that. Win now pick for the Chargers. Pretty much what Brandon said here.
Well, but then here's the thing though. If you're the Chargers, your problem was never defense. You have a top 3 to 5 defense in the NFL. Your problem is the O-line.
The O-line, and I never really liked the secondary. Secondary struggled at times last year.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Like, I like it, but I'm like, I mean, unless they're just going to load up on offensive line throughout the rest of this draft. But if you don't have an O-line for Herbert, it's not going to matter who you draft defensively.
Adam, I think they should. they have way too many picks to hold on to it unless they want to do something in early day 2, which
Yeah.
they could do. I think they can, although who Adam, you're the resident Steelers expert. Who would you like to see them grab at the back end here? Because right now I'm not too sure. Oh, Omar Cooper. Okay, I don't mind that thought at all. In fact, a receiver like Cooper makes a lot of sense for what they need with DK. Right, Shane?
For
The Steelers.
Philly or
Steelers.
for
No, Steelers.
Yeah.
Omar Cooper? No,
Yeah.
sorry, no.
Why not? Why not? Give me the lowdown.
Well, I mean,
You got Pittman now too.
And you have Pittman.
maybe on Terrell, or sorry, not Terrell. Sorry, I was reading his name about something else. Omar Cooper is like. He's kind of like a Z mostly, and that's not what they need, because that's basically what DK Metcalf will be, I presume. So I don't see the point in that. But
Do you see KC Concepcion or Denzel Boston being a better fit there?
no,
Or no?
I don't think the Steelers would be wise to go receiver here, or any,
Yeah, that's a fair take from Adam. That he'd be the best. I mean, but DK was never a route runner. DK just, hey, I'm just gonna throw it to you and hope you catch it because you're physical.
Wait,
always-
hold on. I think Pittman's the best route runner in your group, even if Cooper
Yeah, I would
is.
think
Pittman's a nasty route runner. He's so underrated as a
Well,
route runner.
a lot of people like Pittman's always been one of my favorite, like under the radar, like low key star wide receivers. Because it's just because
Yeah.
he plays in Indy. He's never had consistent QB play. So
Right, and
like-
who knows? And who knows if Aaron Rodgers probably will be back, but we don't. know.
I am shocked with this board that more DBs haven't gone. I really am shocked.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I love the lemon pick. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm excited for it. But I'm like also
Also,
I
like you could have used the third DB.
But I'm also like, I don't like Marcus Epps being our starter back there with Makuba. Epps is not a starter at safety. He's not. So, like, I like Makuba.
Yeah, I would have preferred Philly go safety, but
Yeah,
From Bridget Condon of NFL Network, here's what she said in relation to the Rams' current quarterback situation. This is per Sean McVay and Les Snead. Let's make one thing clear. This is Stafford's team. Sean McVay said there were a lot of things that went into this and the players they were looking at, but they're always going to do whatever best benefits the team now and in the future. Les Snead adds that it's the journey that Ty Simpson has had and the perseverance that led to them taking him at this selection.
That's a reach for Dallas. That is a big reach.
Oh my God, Malachi Lawrence.
That's a reach.
That's a reach.
I guarantee they just drafted him because they saw the last name Lawrence. Like, yep. Like Jerry Jones, like, DeMarcus, is that you?
Jerry Jones. I mean,
So-
he's definitely the guy that makes sense for Dallas and what they like to do. But and it says here on PFF, and I agree with this, he's a rotational linebacker. They're going to ask him to start right away, and I don't know if he can do that.
Yeah, I'm not a. Once again with Dallas, you're shoring up the defense, but that's not who I would have went with.
So Quinn Williams, Kenny Clark, Gary, Lawrence, Downs. It's a pretty
It's not-
good defense.
It's not
But-
terrible, but it's not
but-
anybody that. But they don't. None of these guys wow you. They don't wow you.
The problem
The
here is
results speak for themselves. Let's put it that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
The problem here is that this is a first round selection, and you're basically going to ask Lawrence to be a rotational linebacker,
Yeah.
which that's not what you use a first round pick on. It's just not.
Maybe Cinnamon will fall to 32.
Oh,
If you guys get it, I'll
Yeah.
be happy for you guys.
yeah.
Honestly,
stay close to
listen.
home.
He would be
Listen,
great.
Either Thieneman, hell, or EMW. Really.
ENW is very similar to a safety we already have. Then
Yeah.
I also heard that that was electric.
This is the first time I watched a draft without the sound. This feels weird to me.
Do-do-do-do,
Yeah. That's why I'm like, damn it, I miss hearing that. So Scoop loves the kind of reason why we brought in Mekhi Lemon. Because apparently he has a quote here. It says, with a potential AJ Brown trade looming, Lemon adds a player who can make tough catches over the middle of the field, as he recorded 10 receptions on 14 contested targets in 2025.
Yeah, but that's not the issue.
Except he cannot separate against press.
Yeah, I don't get me wrong, I love it, but at the same time, I'm like, we've got bigger needs. I didn't have us drafting a wide receiver, and if we did, I didn't think it would be Lemon. I thought it'd be more like Tyson.
Well, the thing is, it's like, okay, so let's say the AJ Brown deal doesn't come to pass. Your entire offseason, you brought in 5 wide receivers.
Yeah.
That's your 2026 offseason.
And that's like the last position we need.
Yeah. Even
Like-
if AJ isn't there, you made enough moves to sustain without him.
See, the one thing I will say is that, listen, I trust Howie. Like, Howie hasn't been wrong in recent years, so I'll trust him. But
Why do the Eagles think they need a rotation at wide receiver? Do they feel like their wide receivers just get injured all the time? I mean, yeah, your wide receivers do get hurt, but like
that's the thing is, in Philly we always rotate. Well, here's the thing: it's not just the fact of like, do we need it? It's what does Sean Mannion need to run his offense?
Sean Mannion needs 5 receivers in one
No,
offseason.
But I'm saying the type of receivers. So like speed,
Speed receivers
because
at every spot.
Because the thing is, like, when you run, because apparently he likes to run. Apparently he likes to throw the ball. I mean, we know that because look at the systems and the coaching staff he's been under. So apparently he likes to throw the ball. I get that. But
Oh my holy crap.
what?
The Browns went KC Concepcion.
I said he was going to go somewhere in this range, didn't I?
Yeah, and I don't hate it, honestly. I think it's a smart move. But again, the question precedes itself. Is Shedeur Sanders your long-term answer at
No.
quarterback?
No.
Is your former Oregon boy the long-term answer at quarterback? I think the answer for both is no.
What do they do with Deshaun Watson?
Is Deshaun Watson the starter in 2026?
I think the answer to all three of those is the fat no.
So here's what a lot of my Eagles buddies are saying, by the way, and just one more because I just find it interesting. So remember, Philly is still working on a Jonathan Grenard trade. That's huge, and they're still and they're saying there's a real chance that EMW could fall in round 2. So and Philly could possibly try to snatch him if he's still somewhere in there.
Not a bad idea. I still see both safeties as first-round talents, though.
So do I. I would be shocked if they both fell out of the first round. I would be shocked.
Yeah.
Like, because like, especially for Caleb Downs to go where he did, and then for it to be, what did he go at 12? No, what was it third? Somewhere in the early 10s.
It was 11.
So something like that. So. Yeah, so for him to go that early and to not see another safety come off the board in the first round would be insane, especially because the other 2 safeties are first-round talents. Then again, I mean, listen, even in our case, everybody kept saying that, oh, how the hell did Cooper DeJean fall to Philly in the second round when Cooper DeJean's a first-round talent? But he did.
Well, that's the thing. I have genuinely had this belief the last 5 years. And I understand it to a certain extent because I think that, as Shane has always said, it's your quarterback, it's your offensive line, it's your defensive line. Teams know this, they understand it. But when you have a talent at safety that can be there for the next 10 to 15 years, why would you pass up on it, especially in this range?
Yeah. Well, and especially if it's what you need.
Right.
Like, I mean, if you look at a team like Philly, they really don't.
Regardless of how cool the pick is and how special Lemon could be,
it's not a need. It was a want.
It was a want, not a need. And a want, not a need in the late 15 to 20s of a draft is not that great.
Yeah. Like it's the flashy pick, but it's not. Like if I was now, listen, like I said, I love the Lemon idea and I love what he can promise you, but at the same time, and hell, I want to be able to troll the NFC East if he scores like a game-winning touchdown or something. They go, yeah, suck on that, Lemon. But
and then also Dallas, and then Dallas made you pick him up basically, which is even better.
Yeah, well, yeah, because Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs gonna have so much fun over the top. Hey, which one do you want to cover? You want to cover which one? You want Hollywood Brown? You want Devontae? You want Lemon? Like, which burner do you want to cover deep? I think that's the kind of off there because apparently what I heard. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna be. I'm getting too Eagles heavy again, but
no, it's fine. I'm asking you to because I'm wondering about the Lemon pick.
But what I heard about Mannion's offense is that he wants to throw the ball more. So they want all these speed guys apparently, but then they want to blend it with the heavy run styles. So like they want to like have it split 50-50. 50 pass, 50 run. And they kind of want to do it that way. So that's what I've heard. I don't know. We're going to see what it looks like.
You still need that.
You still need a physical receiver.
Yeah.
Well, not even physical. Just a guy who can separate.
Guys, put on your Oregon hats. Dylan Thieneman to the Chicago Bears.
Okay,
and that's an excellent move by Chicago.
That's fantastic. First of all, that's great value because he should have went sooner.
He should have went way sooner.
Great value.
And Chicago knows how to develop safeties. They just do.
Yeah.
It's a safety town.
They got their own listen. Now that is an Oregon pick I can get behind because that makes sense. Not what the stupid ass Jets did in putting Sadiq in ACL prison. So I don't understand that at all. But okay. But yeah, Thieneman's great. And I think that, I mean, listen, not for nothing, but now the Bears get to have their own exciting white. So so let's see.
Oh my
So-
god.
You've got 3 white DBs now start, at least from what I remember, starting in the NFL, because now Reed is starting in Houston, Coop is still in Philly, and now Dylan Thieneman's in Chicago. So you got
Harrison
3
Smith.
white. Oh, but that guy's a fossil. Like,
But he counts.
Wait, who? Who?
Harrison
he-
Smith.
is he still?
He's
starting?
retired. He's
he did?
retired. He retired this. He
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like-
retired. Yeah, he's.
I'm
retired.
I'm like, I don't think he's starting. Yeah, I was like, no.
No, he's actually retired from what I know.
So they can only have 3 in the league at a time. All right, cool.
It doesn't say that he's a former safety yet, though. It just says he's an American professional football safety, like that he last played for Minnesota.
I thought he was. Oh my god!
I didn't-
Stupid.
Yeah, I didn't think he
Costco
was
mug.
retired. Oh, let me see.
I guess maybe he's thinking about it. I heard that he was fully retired.
Is Harrison Smith a Hall of Famer? Yes or no?
No.
He
No.
was just consistent for a long time. That's really what it was.
Yeah, I think he's in the Hall of Very Good
Yeah, so do I.
because these Hall of Fame classes the next few years have fun trying to get in.
Oh, well, yeah, especially with Philip Rivers resetting himself, idiot.
How much of an idiot was it really? He played well. Well
Yeah,
enough.
but you could see that he was, it wasn't Philip Rivers, bolt up and all that stuff. It was Philip Rivers' grandfather.
Why? Okay, I know the answer to this question. I know the answer because I'm a TV person. Why do I know the pick like 5 minutes before everybody else? Why is this still a thing in the NFL draft?
Yeah.
It's so stupid. In any
There's
draft,
no-
the NBA draft, the WNBA draft, the NHL draft,
There's no
We
reason
know the
this is
picks-
so delayed. There's no
There's-
reason for that.
except TV networks need to have ads and shit. And this is the first official broadcast with NFL Network under the Disney banner. Woohoo! Oh,
Yeah, it took long enough for Thieneman to go. I'm just proud. I'm happy that he
now we're on EMW watch.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, listen, there's only 7 teams left. Like
And
it's-
Jermon McCoy and Avian.
Avian Terrell,
and Colton Hood.
Colton Hood. Colton Hood right now to me doesn't go in the first round.
No, but for the most part, like, God, yep. Show me more Thieneman. Show me more Thieneman highlights. NFL Network. I'm happy to watch that all day long. Oh, look at that gorgeous man.
Look at the shades.
Man, bro, he's got style, bro. He's got the top buttons open, shades on. Yeah, that man's ready to go. That's my guy. Happy for Thieneman. That's my boy. I wish they sent Sadiq to a good team like they did him.
The minute he tears an ACL, Brandon on the podcast Sunday night, I told you guys. I hope that doesn't happen. I'm just saying. I hope to God it doesn't happen.
I will be holding like a memorial.
Are the Jets?
Memorial.
Sorry to interrupt. Are they the worst franchise in NFL history?
Yes.
Like
Yes. Over the Browns are worse. Browns are worse
You
by
could,
the
like,
numbers.
you
Browns
could
are worse by the numbers.
you could question the Jets, like having a like, or no, you could question the Eagles. I'm sorry, having a want for Lemon, but what the hell possesses the Jets to grab a tight end when that's like the last thing that they like? Listen, they need everything.
Can I give you the answer?
What, BPA?
Geno Smith interceptions.
Oh,
stopper.
yeah.
Except it doesn't work as good as you would think because Geno Smith had Brock Bowers and he never threw to him.
That's
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I wonder how much of that has to do with the offensive coordinator being Chip Kelly, who's the biggest fraud in football. Actually, no,
who?
that's Brandon Staley.
I'm such an idiot. Who is the Jets OC this year? Who is it?
Good question.
Who is it? Because I forgot who it is.
I have no idea.
This is
Does it
how
really?
unplugged. This is how unplugged I get during the off season.
Does it even matter? The Jets are garbage no matter what.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean they'll be a bottom. They'll be picking top 5 next year. So
Yeah, like freaking Kenyon Theek's gonna have like 900 yards his rookie year, and it's not gonna matter because the Jets will be like what 1-16.
Let me ask you this question: Is Kenyon Sadiq a good late round fantasy pick, Brandon?
Now that he's in that garbage dumpster fire, no,
No, not at all.
no, because if he was anywhere else, anywhere on God's green earth, if he was on any of these other teams, I would pick him. He went to the worst possible spot, like not named Vegas.
Okay, wait. Can I
San
pause you?
Fran.
Can I pause you? I have breaking news.
Yeah.
Dolphins traded up to San Francisco, or traded up. San Francisco's pick 27. The Dolphins are at 27. The Niners get pick 30 and 90.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway,
That is
continue.
still a really good ball. You know what though? I'm shocked.
Miami got 30 from Denver, right, with Waddle.
I think.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If Sadiq went anywhere else, I could justify drafting him. I almost can't now because they're gonna kill him in East Rutherford. So like,
Say that again. I apologize.
if Sadiq went anywhere else, like, then if Sadiq literally went anywhere else, I would have been happy and said, yeah, he's a good draft pick for fantasy, but yeah, I don't think so now. Like, I'm like, he went to the one spot where he basically couldn't afford to go, and because the Jets are just such an awful franchise, they're gonna ruin him. It's sad. But you know what that means? Hey, Eagles could still get him 2 or 3 years down the line if he doesn't pan out and wants out. Philly, come where you should be.
Come where you should be. All right. Jets offensive coordinator is.
Who is it? I don't even know who it is.
It's Frank Reich.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. It's Frank Reich. I forgot.
That's right.
See,
That's bad.
listen,
I'll be right back, fellas.
Yeah,
I
no worries.
love-
Take your time.
I love Frank, obviously. The guy got us the Super Bowl win. but this isn't 2017 anymore. This isn't 10 years, this isn't 10 years ago. His offense doesn't work anymore. It doesn't. It's not what it used to be. 10 years ago it worked. Not anymore. So
How do you feel about Kalen Rutledge, guard out of Georgia Tech, to the Texans, helping out their offensive line that they desperately need assistance with?
the same. Now it is a great pick for them because they need to bolster that O line. But I'm the same. Like we all said it yesterday. Pregnon should have probably went before him. Pregnon's better.
I think Pregnon is a little bit better. Yeah, I think Pregnon's the better value at this spot.
Yeah. And I get it. I get it. But it's like, if anybody watched Oregon football last year, like, or hell, yeah, pretty like Pregnon's always been that guy. Like, Pregnon is just a beast on the O line. It's like and his weaknesses are very minimal for a guy his size at that position. Like, the only weakness he really has, I mean, you could say it's a big deal. It really isn't. Is that when he gets out in space and blocks, kind of his change of direction's a little bit slow, but it's not that big of a deal. Like he probably, to me, and that's not just because I'm an Oregon guy, it's just because it's the truth. I think he's a better guard than Rutledge is right now. I just think he is.
And Rutledge is not a tackle, and they don't need him to play tackle.
No,
Yeah.
they probably won't do that. They'll probably kick him into guard.
Yeah.
He'll fit nicely at guard.
Yeah, I think he fits good there. Chris Johnson, cornerback, San Diego State to the Miami Dolphins. They trade up and get Chris Johnson. I like Chris Johnson, but I feel like you could have gotten him at 30.
That just hell. I think he could have gotten in the second round. To me, that's a reach. That's a reach, just like the what was it? We just freaking there was another one that we talked about that was a reach. I think we all said it immediately. Who was the one that we all said that was like just earlier that like we all three of us said that holy hell that was a reach. I forget who it was.
I'll look.
Yeah. Wait, can we scroll back through these? Just scroll back through these.
So we said Lawrence was a reach. That was the main one.
Yeah, that was a huge one.
Caleb Banks we thought was a huge reach as well.
Yeah.
Blake Miller, I didn't like it. I understand the Blake Miller selection. I don't love it.
Yeah,
Ruben Bain.
No, yeah, everybody
Proctor could have been a reach there at 12.
Yeah, but I think I'm okay with everybody up until Bain, or I should say up through Bain. But then after Bain, a lot of those guys are reaches. Lawrence is a reach. Banks is a reach. Miller's a reach.
Miller to me, and Miller, I understand why.
I get why. It's just that it's a reach to me. But see, here's the thing. I know that Shane talks about like, oh, that like it's bad that and I'm not saying he's this type of receiver. He's not. But I'm just saying, just from a separation standpoint, we talk about Makai Lemon. Oh, he can't really separate. Well, neither could Ted McMillan, and he was a great receiver last year for Carolina. So I'm not. So I need to see it. I need to see it at this level if he can actually separate or not. Because remember, John Dotson wasn't great at separating, and John Dotson was still a big part of our Super Bowl run.
The one thing I'll say about the separation thing is this is the one thing. Now, look, I'm not comparing Bryce Young to Jalen Hurts. That'd be stupid.
Yeah.
But the one thing that they have that's similar is quick releases.
Yeah.
So separation matters a lot less in those kind of situations.
Yeah.
I understand the Chris Johnson first round hype. I know where it came from. And I think part of it is the fact that our man, Gerald McCoy, the injury concerns.
Yeah.
But to me, I mean, first round money for Chris Johnson, I don't love.
No. Yeah. Especially like, now listen, at his height and with his 40-yard dash, I mean, listen, he could be another. I guess they're hoping that he could be like that Quinyon Mitchell for them, like a guy that comes out of a school that nobody really knows much about and dominates, and then comes in and is like that, is that guy. Because like, if you look at his tape, like that shutdown corner type stuff, jumping routes, that is, physical presence. That's like, I like that. So yeah, because Quinyon Mitchell can tackle a little bit too as well. So I kind of like, yeah, see, only an FBS player with 9+ pass breakups and 100+ interception return yards. So basically, they're hoping that he is that. I guess that they would have him as they're hoping that he can do for them what Q did for us, I guess. But lesser known guy. But see, Q was a first round talent. That's the difference. Chris Johnson, I don't think was a first round talent. Just because he played at a smaller school, and I don't think he went up against I don't think he was he's not as he wasn't as polished, I should say, as you would want him to be. But
Patriots at 28, they just moved up.
Yeah. Oh, who is? Yeah. Okay, so now they're showing us calling Kyle Lemon.
Yep.
I still love it. It's just that it's a want. It's not a need, and he's not a guy that I thought of on our draft board. Put it that way.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
And the
Uh,
Patriots select AJ Brown. Okay.
maybe.
Yeah, what happens if that falls through? Then that's awkward.
It's awkward because of Diana Rossini.
Well, yeah. Wow, I did not.
Oh my God, it's Lomu.
And you know what?
So
That
so
is
you that's a
that
fantastic selection.
fantastic. That actually, believe it or not, with how much we saw New England struggle with their O line, that might be my favorite pick of the night right there.
It's a
Right
fantastic
there.
selection.
That might be my favorite pick of the night right there.
I think it probably is mine too because guess what? You have your premier left tackle. You can slide your man over to guard, and you're good to go. That line is good the rest of the way.
That's a great. I'm gonna text Eric. That's a great pick.
That is a fantastic selection. I need to see what they traded up for. Buffalo traded 28 to New England for 31 and 125. Yeah, so steal.
Yeah, it's a fantastic pick. It's a great. That's just fantastic. That I love that.
I don't there's nothing else we can say except it's fantastic because it is. Yeah, there's literally not. I'm sorry. This is probably the least analysis we're ever gonna give you on this show, but that's just such a fantastic selection. I have nothing to say. It is a brilliant. It's the best. It's the best. It's the best move. It's the best move that organization's made all summer.
Yeah.
Am I wrong, Brandon? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, that like literally New England couldn't have done better with where they were if they tried.
No, I'm saying including the Rossini stuff.
Oh well, no, yeah, I know. I was trying to not to beat the dead horse there.
No. I want to beat it because guess what? I'm wearing a Seahawks shirt. We beat them in the Super Bowl, and then this whole thing came out. So Spencer Fontenot and Caleb Lomu have become the first Utah teammate duo in the common draft era to be selected in the same first round of the NFL draft, let alone the same position, per John Todd of NFL.
Wow.
Hour. I believe NFL Hour.
Did you see the Patriots pick, Shane?
Shane.
No,
see who the
sorry,
Patriots took?
I had to go take some meds.
Caleb Lomu, left tackle out of Utah.
Okay.
We love it because
I
they
love
need
it.
they need a future left tackle.
Yeah,
And then
I texted Eric. Eric said, "Oh, hopefully he doesn't replace Campbell." I said, "No, you're probably kicking Campbell inside."
no, you're kicking Campbell inside. This is the thing. I always
Yeah.
forget his name.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
kicking Campbell to guard because he's better at
It
guard.
should.
Chris Johnson, corner out of San Diego State to the Dolphins. What's your reaction to that, Shane?
I like that.
Do you like it? I think it's a slight reach.
I think it's a big reach.
Oh, I mean, it is. Well, actually, yeah, no, that's a lie. That is a reach.
Compared to McCoy and
Terrell.
Yeah.
And then this is probably another one of our fans. Caitlin Rutledge, Georgia Tech to
Jets-
the
Jets are back in.
to the Houston Texans. Where did the Jets do?
They are now at 30.
What the hell?
Jets are back in.
They getting a quarterback? Quarterback.
What, Carson Beck?
Yes. Pete,
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because that's gonna. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna pair a crap quarterback with an elite tight end on the worst turf in the NFL.
Guys, can I have some assistance here?
Yeah.
Peter Woods to the Chiefs at 29. Peter Woods. What? I had him projected as a late second round, early third.
That's a hell. That's a hell. These reaches have gotten worse as the first round's gone on.
These
Oh my
boards are
God.
weird.
Like Caleb Banks, reach, massive reach. Blake Miller, massive reach. What was it? Lawrence, massive reach. Chris Johnson, massive reach. Like
Peter
you
Woods
know-
is the biggest reach of the night.
yeah, this is what 5 massive reaches in the first round. You know what? You guys might draft your Mod McCoy. How about that?
I would hate that. I don't want to deal with the injury concerns.
Yeah, but if you get a
I'd rather
chance
have Terrell.
yeah, either one. Either one I think for you guys would be good anyway.
Or a right guard, you know.
Hey, you could just say, hey, well, I mean, I know he plays left guard, but you could take Bregnon if you want him.
It's not a bad
Great.
idea. It's not a bad idea.
Can't be worse than Anthony Bradford.
I love that the Seahawks still love Anthony Bradford. It freaks me out.
I don't know why. He must have some dirt on them that they don't want getting out.
It's like me watching Brett Toth start last year, and I was like, why?
Brett
Why?
Toth.
I was like, why? Why is he starting? Or it's like, oh, we're gonna go with a jumbo. We're gonna go with like a jumbo package. But we're gonna have Matt Pryor come into the game. I'm like my brother in Christ, if he's coming into the game, where like that was the worst part. Was I knew exactly. I mean, I said this all year, but I knew exactly how disastrous of a play it was gonna be when I saw one of two guys come into our offensive line, either Matt Pryor or Grant Calcaterra, because neither guy can block. And it's their only job.
You know what's funny? You guys drafted Grant Calcaterra to be a blocking tight end, and he
He
never
can't
developed
do it.
into one.
He can't do it. Grant Calcaterra can't do it. Do you know how many times I see I swear, Sean Mannion, please don't do this to me. Don't make me watch Grant Calcaterra block for 17 games this season. Please don't do that. I don't want to watch Grant Calcaterra do anything on the football field. So Peter Woods is your Chris Jones replacement. You better hope that he's like
I don't love that.
you better hope he's like Chris Jones, because other than that, you better
The Eagles
hope.
traded up for Mekhi Lemon while he was on the phone with the Steelers.
Wait, who is that from?
Scoop sent that. That's from Ian Rappaport.
Also, I guess
That's
while
funny.
the Steelers were expressing like interest, like, hey, if you're there, we're gonna take you, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Yeah. All right, Jets, what do you got? Hey, listen, how else are you gonna ruin my night? You gonna take Pregnon too? You're gonna ruin this for me. You're gonna ruin my Oregon Ducks. I swear to God.
Carson Beck.
I hope it is.
Oh my God, it's Omar Cooper Jr. out of Indiana.
Who is going to throw them the football?
Gino.
How is Geno Smith gonna get them the football? They don't have an O-line. They don't have a quarterback. How is this gonna work? So okay. So every play they're gonna send Kane Sadiq just straight. Hey, bro, just run straight down the seam route. Gino might find you. Like Like,
Gino may say they're gonna say the same thing to Cooper.
yeah, bro. It's like, bro,
Gino might find you.
yeah, and you know what Gino's gonna do because Gino does this all the time. F it, they're down there somewhere.
Oh, pow!
Yeah, I can't wait to watch Gino throw a hospital pass to Sadiq or Omar Cooper Jr. Watch them get blasted by like Reed Blankenship over the middle or Caleb Downs. I can't wait for this. We're gonna kill these poor kids. This is so sad. I can't do this. Oh my god, I can't do this. The Jets literally are drafting skill positions
that they don't need right now.
They literally have 10,000 problems, and you drafted 2 positions. I can't.
That you don't actually need.
It's
right.
It's like if you buy a really nice Ferrari and you're like, oh, I don't have my driver's license yet.
What are the Jets doing? What are the Jets doing?
They're looking at Madden ratings. That's what they're doing.
The Jets might actually be not might. Correction.
They're dumb. This is I love the 2 players, but they're dumb.
Correction. They are stupid. I swear.
Stupid.
Watch ESPN. Watch like ESPN.
Say this is the best draft in Jets history. A++.
Yeah, watch them give the Jets.
Tennessee at 31. Tennessee at 31.
Is this? No. Yes. Is this EMW? They need everything. Holy hell, the Jets are stupid. Oh, Jets. Bro. Jets. Omar Cooper Jr. and Kane Stick are gonna die. Why do you think? Oh my God. Why
do you think they're picking in the top 5 every year?
Why do you think Garrett Wilson's unhappy there?
Why do you think anyone's unhappy being a Jet?
Oh my God! So I can't.
There's no plan. There's no plan. They drafted 2 skill positions. They don't have a quarterback.
You don't have a line.
Quarterback is Geno Smith. They don't have a line. They don't know what they're doing.
You literally don't have an offensive line, a quarterback, a defensive line, or a defense. You don't have
or secondary. You have anything. But yet, hey, let's draft 2 skill positions for Geno Smith to chuck the ball downfield too.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, yay. The offense looks sexy because it's Breece Hall, it's Omar Cooper Jr., it's Garrett Wilson, and it's Sadiq. Who is getting them the football? Who was going to get them the football?
And who's going to give that person time to throw it?
It's like, this is too funny. Oh my God.
This isn't rocket science, people.
All right, what did the Titans trade? The Titans traded, so the Bills traded 31, 69, 165. Titans got 35, or this is what the Bills trade to the Titans. The Titans trade to the Bills 35, 66, 101. They better get this pick right because that's a pretty nice haul for 31.
Oh, I can't, man. So basically, their defense is Will McDonald and nothing else.
Keldrick Falk, Auburn to the hit. Oh, that's a fantastic.
That's a good pick.
That's a fantastic trade up. Then good job. Good job. Bow. All right, Seattle, please trade down.
I imagine they will.
There's no reason for you to take a player here. There's no reason.
Oh my God! I just can't believe that the plan for the Jets is F it. Our skill guys are down there somewhere. I can't believe that's the plan.
No, it's so stupid. Unless they do something in round 2 or 3. What if in round 2 or 3 they draft another receiver? It's not out of the realm of possibility.
No, it's not.
It's really not.
That's the sad part.
ESPN, Jets draft grade A. 2 talented skill position players. So who's going to throw them the football?
Who's gonna? Yeah, like bro, Geno Smith, even with time, is a garbage quarterback. So like, what are we doing here?
Adam, I'm big on Keldrick Falk. Not a great pass rusher right now, but he's 20 and great against the run, and he's huge. Yeah, great potential.
It's a great pick.
At 31, it's about potential. So there you go, potential.
So yeah, so what are you guys gonna do? You guys gonna trade out, or you guys? I mean, it doesn't seem like it.
I want to. I would rather trade out at this spot at this juncture. I would rather trade out at this juncture because there's a lot of options early in round 2, and you don't have to pay first round value unless you're really enamored with somebody, which is I don't know. I'm not enamored with anybody here.
No.
So Adam said, and this is kind of I think a logical take. You don't just draft for this year. There's no QB. There's a QB next year. Okay, but what happens if the MetLife turf monster gets him?
Well, here's the thing.
And a quarterback next year is not guaranteed.
Yeah, that too. And on top of that, not only that, but it doesn't matter if you have the quarterback if you don't have the line. Like they had chances to draft linemen. So
Adam wants Price. I don't think that's a bad shot at all.
Honestly, for you guys not having Walker anymore. Yeah.
But I don't want a running back. I'm happy with our running backs right now. Unless you want to take one of the
it
second
could do better.
It could be better, but
I don't think Charbonnet is going to hold up a whole year. I don't think so. I think he was perfect being that number 2 guy next to Walker. He's not the guy you want to be your starting running back. I don't think.
They have 3 first-round picks next year. QB's guaranteed. Yeah, but how bad do you want to be this year? Is the question.
Yeah, and the thing is,
how bad would you like to be? How about that?
And the thing is, you're clearly drafting with the intentions. When you're drafting Cooper Jr. and Sadiq, you're hoping your offense is going to be loaded. That's what they're hoping for.
Well, they're hoping that they can find their quarterback next year. Well, what about this year? Are you really saying you want to suck as hard as possible again?
But here's the thing.
Do you know that their head coach was on the hot seat last year, all of the second half of the year?
Here's the thing. What if by some miracle what if because of all that offensive firepower at those positions, what if those 4 guys, Hall, Wilson, Sadiq, and Cooper Jr. just get them like to win in like shootout games? Where it's
and by the way, I will make this claim right now as the pick is in for the Seahawks. I'll make this claim right now. They're gonna win 2 games, 50-42. They'll win at least 2 of them. Next year. They'll absolutely will. I'm not. I agree.
Like that's my thing. Is like, what if they win? Like, I mean, not that they're going to. What if they win like 7 games and they end up finishing like outside the top 10?
I don't think it matters because there's going to be quarterbacks at 15-20. There's 6 guys that are first round talents as it stands right now. The Seahawks are picking. Yes, Tanner. They're enamored with somebody.
I wonder.
And I'm trying to find who it is. It's Shadarian Price.
Is it? Wow, Adam got it right.
Shadarian Price. You know
Adam's
what?
right.
I'm good. I'm good with that. It's not my favorite pick in the world, but I get it. So yeah, I get it.
So Adam's right.
Good job, Adam. There was no other player they could have taken that would suddenly make him a contender. I agree, but guess what? Your head coach needs to win this year, or else he's getting fired.
Here's the thing. Look what it says right there in the PFF summary. His vision and anticipation for space can be hot and cold. Oh, I lost it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
There we go.
I'm
Can be hot and cold behind man blocking concepts between the tackles. But in a zone blocking scheme, he can be an effective part of a two-man backfield. Well, the Seahawks have a man blocking offense. So that's kind of okay.
Kind of weird. Easy reads by Adam. Okay, guys. Well, that's our day. Any final thoughts before we call it a night here on night one?
Not gonna lie, with who's still left on the board for night 2, I wish I was here tomorrow. Actually, I might be able to if I'm at work. Might be able to pop in.
You can pop in at work if you want to. I just don't want feedback.
No, it's not. That shouldn't happen. That didn't happen when we did the shift change stuff, and I hopped in at work. So
You can do it.
it shouldn't happen, especially if it's late enough. What time? I know it starts earlier tomorrow. What time is it tomorrow?
We're starting around 7:30, same time.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so I should be good because at that time work is dead. So I should be fine.
Just sit down. Shane, any final thoughts on round 1 before we call it a night? Thank you guys for spending. Has to maintain his first round bus record. It's been a handful of years. That's funny. Tanner on Snyder. Shane, any final thoughts before we don't see you on this show? We don't see you and possibly Brandon for like 2 weeks because we're not recording next week.
Yeah. I'm still just. Yeah, I don't know. That Seahawks pick is strange to me.
I like it just because he can be a part of a backfield, which they need somebody to be a part of a back. They're just addicted to developing running back, so I guess just let them do it. I guess.
Yeah. It's crazy to me that Notre Dame had 2 running backs
that were amazing
go in the first round of it. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. All right, boys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to Lion Coffee. Thank you to Kenny. Thank you to Scoop for feeding us information from Pittsburgh. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Tanner will be with me tomorrow for the first hour. Tomorrow, the first hour.
Adam potentially.
Adam potentially. Brandon potentially.
Yep.
Rashad Penny has been.
I might. You never know.
You never know if Shane can make it. We might have a fun day tomorrow. We will have a fun day tomorrow regardless, but we may have more people than expected. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll announce all of that stuff officially tomorrow morning. We love our Notre Dame running backs, CJ Prosise, true. We'll see you tomorrow. Tanner, I'm excited to have you on for our first hour of shows tomorrow. It's going to be a longer day tomorrow. It's just going to be longer because it's 2 rounds. And this is why we're not going on Saturday. So, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you to Shane. Thank you to Brandon. Thank you to Lion Coffee. Thank you to everyone at KK. Thank you to Kenny. Thank you to Kurt. Thank you to Scoop for all the scoops in Pittsburgh. Pun intended. Thank you to Adam. Thank you to everyone who has shown up here today and has been a part of our coverage. We're very, very thankful for you taking the time out of your day. And we're very thankful for Shane and Brandon for spending 3 hours and 40 minutes with us today, which is incredible. So thank you guys for your energy and your time. We will see you tomorrow night. Goodbye from the K&K 2026 Draft Special Day 1. We'll see you for Day 2 tomorrow. Peace.
See ya.
See ya.